What is happening, everybody? Good evening. It's me, Francis Green. Welcome back to Forever Football. And tonight is a big one. It's a big one. May not be the competition that Manchester United fans wanted to be in. As we know, they're a big club with a lot of history. But this is a great opportunity for Ollie to win his first trophy with Man United. So Villarreal against Man United is coming up in about 10 minutes. However, we need to speak about the game quickly and the importance of certain players in this team. Now, for me, Bruno Fernandes, Pogba and Cavani are going to be way too much for this Villarreal team. That's my opinion. I don't see Villarreal being able to cope with this type of quality that Man United do have tonight. Villarreal are not a bad team, but they have surprised a lot of people that they have got to the final in the Europa. Arsenal should have put it to them and should have put them to bed, and other teams as well should have put it to bed. But they didn't, and now they are in the final against Manchester United. Unai Emery, as we know, is very good in this competition, very experienced, and seems to always do well. Won it on numerous times. As for Ole Gunnar, first trophy, Man United need this. They've got to be favourites to win this game, in my opinion. They all got too much talent, way too much strength for Villarreal. And I think if Man United don't win this, then it'd be one of the biggest surprise in world football over the last few years, at least. So I'm looking forward to it. I think Man United could maybe bop them 3 or 4 this evening. Can't see really Villarreal giving anything. When they played Arsenal in the 2 games, they brought nothing to the table, still managed to get through and beat Arsenal. But Arsenal, as we know, poor this season and didn't have anything whatsoever. However, Unai Emery just seemed to know how to play against teams in this competition, and he doesn't seem to spoil it. The game, they're not great going forward. They're also not great defensively. They don't have no superstars in their team, but they're in the final against a Man United who have got, 3 or 4 absolute world-class superstars. So tonight for me, it's always going to be about what Bruno Fernandes does, what Cavani, Pogba, and then you've got Greenwood, Rashford, etc. But if Villarreal give Bruno Fernandes any time and too much respect and stand off him, he will get his head up and he will just feed Rashford, he will feed Cavani, whoever's in front of him, and Villarreal will not be able to deal with it. So they really need to go man-to-man on Bruno Fernandes if they've got any chance of really stopping this game. On the flip side, if Bruno Fernandes is very quiet, Pogba may step up, because Pogba does like to step up in certain games. Even though he's not consistent, he does step up in certain games. So let's have a look who's already in the chat. Darren, what is happening, mate? Hope you are. I am good. Thank you very much, mate. I hope you are. Obviously, during these difficult times. Seems like it's getting better, though. Well, Boris keeps changing his mind, don't he? Easy United win today, I hope. I think it's going to be very, very easy, mate. Well, tell a lie. You know what? It's never easy, is it? It's wrong for me to say it's never going to be very easy. But if they turn up even 80%, then they win this game. They win this game. Thanks for the follow back on Twitter. No problem. No problem. Thanks for your support as well. Really do appreciate it on here. And Darren, again, you're a posh legend. Well, I don't know if some posh legend will say legend. Hey, listen, I was in the team that got us promoted at the old Wembley. So that's history. So that probably just made me a little bit legend. If I would have put it in, because I nearly scored as well when we came on, that would have made me a legend. So, but really do appreciate the kind words, mate. Interesting game. I think Man United are going to win the game. I'll tell you what we're going to do. We're going to quickly go over the teams. That's what I'm going to screen share with you, in case you haven't seen the teams. So, Man United, De Gea in goal. Henderson, for me, has been a little bit shaky. Lindelof, who's always been playing. Eric Bailly, who is obviously from Villarreal. Pogba, Cavani, Rashford, Greenwood, Bruno Fernandes, captain, Shaw, Wan-Bissaka, and McTominay. That's a solid team to win this, as you can expect. The subs, obviously, Grant, the goalkeeper, Henderson, Alex Telles, Maguire, promising sign. He is on the bench, but I don't think he's nowhere near fit, but they've just got him in here to get involved. Tuanzebe, Williams, Ahmad, Fred, James, Mata, Matic, and Van der Beek. And then it's only right that we go over the Villarreal squad, team, should I say. And the Villarreal team, very much what you've seen in the previous games. Obviously, Rulli in goal. Albiol, who's captain. Peyu, Perejão, Gerard, Foyth, Baka, Trigueres, I think that's how you pronounce his name, Pedreza, Capoue, and Jeremy. I can't remember who was up front for them before, didn't play, but I think he's not fit. So that's the team. I don't think they're going to be strong enough. I've got to admit, I keep saying it. Anything but a United win here, comfortable win, in my opinion, would not be good. But I've been speaking to a few Man United fans, and we have seen Man United over the course of the season not turn up against teams where they're expected to win. Now, I can't see that tonight. I really can't. The big players are going to step up. Edison Cavani, who was on a free, and his quality coming to the Premier League. A lot of people were kind of and ahhing about Edison Cavani, and I was saying, you've clearly not seen him enough to and ah when he came into Man United, because he is one of the best number 9s I've ever seen in world football. He is an out-and-out centre forward, and not only is that, his work rate is phenomenal. And what a professional and what a job he has done. And it tells you at this age, and he's number 1 in the starting lineup. So Rashford will be on one side, Greenwood will be on the other. And then you've got, as you know, the rest of the United. So for me, Cavani gets on the score sheet. Bruno Fernandes probably gets an assist. And even Mason Greenwood, who's lively as hell. And what a talent he is. Still only 19 years of age. Unbelievable. He's playing tonight as well. Stadium's looking great, as you can imagine. Only, the 10,000 in, but it's good to see fans back in, timing-wise, that they've managed to get in and see this game. I know there's 2,000 Man United fans, even though it's in Poland. The authorities kind of gave them, special treatment and certain rules where they didn't have to quarantine. So that's, excellent. They got some, as always, England fans were going crazy, jumping all around a beer. They've not been out for a year, have they? So you can understand why they're absolutely bouncing around off 4 walls. But great to see, really is. Just move that light a little bit. It's a little bit light. Great to see, really is, fans in the stadium. And I think it's going to be a good game, even though I think United will walk it. I've got to be honest. I think it's going to be a good game. And it'll be a first trophy for Ole Gunnar. So 2nd in the league and Europa. That's a good season for anyone. So, but Man United fans, they want, you can understand their expectations are so high. They don't like the way that they play at times, so I can understand. So going for the teams now, Rulli in goal, you've got Foyth, Albiol at the back. Then you've also got Capoue, Pereira, Trigueres in the middle. They're going for a 4-3-3, and then Baka down the middle, Gerard and Jeremy on the left. As for Man United, who they got at their left back? Villareal. I couldn't see it then. As for Man United, probably going to be straightforward Man United lineup till it comes on. I've already mentioned the team. Don't know how they're going to line up. Villarreal have gone for the 4-3-3. They didn't bring anything to the table against Arsenal and knocked Arsenal out, which was a big, big surprise. I thought after the first leg, Arsenal would probably turn up in the second leg and really put the sword to them and put them to bed, but they didn't do that. And I was a little bit surprised, very, very, very surprised that Arsenal didn't put this Villarreal to bed. So Man United are probably going to line up, probably going to go for a 4-3-3. Obviously, De Gea in goal. You're going to go Wan-Bissaka, Lindelof, Eric Bailly, and Shaw. That's your 4. You're going to have a 2. So you're going to have Pogba and McTominay, Bruno Fernandes, Rashford, Greenwood slightly higher, then Cavani. So you've got like a 4-2-3-1. That's what you're going to go for, with Bruno Fernandes in the middle, pulling the strings, trying to create problems around the corners, etc. Now, as I said earlier, if Villarreal do not close down Bruno Fernandes, they can wave this tide done, because Bruno Fernandes is good under pressure. So when you don't put no pressure on him, he will run and dictate games. Players like Cavani, players like Greenwood, players like Rashford, they know if Bruno Fernandes gets the ball in any area of the pitch and he has time, they're going to go off the shoulder and they're going to run into the full half of the pitch and they'll get him behind. And as we've seen this Villarreal team, they don't have a lot of pace. They don't have a lot of pace at all. And you might as well get in behind. I know it sounds like a bit old school, but getting behind with quality. Gerrard used to be for Torres all the time and Suarez. So we are underway. Here we go. Europa League final. First of two European finals. Obviously, if we can get Man United to win this, and then we know we've got a British team in the final who's going to win the Champions League, that's a big, big statement, especially this season, what we've had with all this Super League talk, etc., and things like that. So we'll see how the game starts, see how much pressure Man United put on, and are they just going to go out there, put a lot of pressure on Villarreal, make a statement, and learn from what Arsenal didn't do by backing off. Unai Emery knows this is going to be a very, very hard challenge for Villarreal to beat Man United. He knows they've got nowhere near as good as quality, but with him being a tactician and he knows this competition inside out, will he come up trumps again? Because he's managed to get this very, very average, mediocre, with not a lot of threat team to the European Cup final. Europa League final. So we will see. Cavani, as always, will always press, non-stop workhorse, and then he's going to have Greenwood and Rashford going in around him, trying to get knockdowns, trying to go off him, and Bruno Fernandes just in that little pocket, and they will try and get on the ball. Interesting enough, they've not gone man-to-man on Bruno Fernandes yet. So we will see once United get the ball. Villarreal now on with most of the possession, only, first 2 minutes in. Abiol at the back, the captain who scored that goal against Arsenal, he puts it out wide. They've started off lively, Villarreal. What you are going to get with the Spanish teams, with Portuguese teams, with German teams, with European teams, they're very good at moving the ball. Very, very good at moving the ball well. Greenwood into Fernandes. Fernandes got a little bit of space. He's going to probably go out to Rashford. He's kept on the ball a little bit too long. Tried great feet and gave the ball away. Probably should have released it a little bit earlier to Marcus Rashford. Villarreal managed to get out of that little corner. Shaw's got to tidy it up. Lindelof, go back to De Gea. Then De Gea could play to Eric Bailly, but they're pressing high. So Villarreal have obviously come out with the same intent as Man United, which is press and don't allow anyone to obviously get half turn on the ball. So Lindelof's got a little bit of a time now into Eric Bailly. Eric Bailly. McTominay is coming deep. So McTominay is probably going to want to come feet, get it off turn. He is a decent passer. A lot of Man United fans don't rate McTominay, but I think he does a decent job at the moment and balances out this Man United team. Lindelof with the ball at the moment now. Again, back to Eric Bailly. No great urgency. Just going to keep the ball. Just going to see what Villarreal do. Do they come flying out or do they keep their shape? Lindelof tries a 50, 60-yard zing, overcooks it, and it goes straight over Rashford's head. Straight away, you can see. So Villarreal will press, but they won't press the way Man United are going to press. You can see that already. What they're doing is they're allowing Man United centre-halves to have the ball, and they're going to sit back and they're going to say, right, break us down. They're going to make it hard for Man United to break it down. You're not going to be able to slip through the lines, but it's interesting to see if they do man mark Bruno Fernandes, because for me, that's a no-brainer. I think if you man-mark Bruno Fernandes, get him out of the game, you completely nullify most of the threat from Man United. But 3 minutes in, let us see how this game pans out. Rashford now on wide. Shaw overlap. Not going to go. It looks like he was going to go inside to Pogba. Chooses to go less risky. Probability ball to make sure he keeps the ball. Lindelof into Pogba. Pogba's trying to get on the ball a little bit early. Looks to switch it, switches it 50, 60 yards out to Wan-Bissaka. Wan-Bissaka, decent first touch. Might as well attack him, get at him. Greenwood, as we know, top talent. Back to Pogba. Pogba's back out to Shaw. Shaw's just got to give Rashford. There's Rashford. And then into overlap. It's a good idea. Shaw gives it into Rashford. Rashford then, Shaw then looks for the overlap, but it gets cut out. So it's a good intention from Rashford. I personally think if Luke Shaw moves out of his way, leave Rashford one-on-one, and he can just breeze past the fullback, or at least, give him something to think about. Rashford's on the ball again. He's got a lot of the ball just out wide at the minute. Going for the switch again. Wan-Bissaka's got the switch. So the switch is on at the moment. That's twice now Wan-Bissaka's got a switch from 40, 50 yards. and they're keeping the ball really well without really, I would say, causing any problems. But Luke Shaw manages to get half a yard, puts a decent ball in. Edison Cavani has a terrible first touch, which is not like him. I'm not sure whether he went to try and shoot or whether he just tried to control that ball. But they were moving the ball quite well with ease, and they did manage to get him down the side. Luke Shaw's obviously had a decent whip. He's gone for the second 6-yard box. Cavani got it all wrong, maybe ahead of the ball and ahead of the post, and then it's a goal kick. But Man United have got it back already. So you can see already Man United are going to have probably, 67% percentage-wise of the ball, even though Villarreal do move the ball well. They don't really move it at pace. Man United at the moment are moving it well. I wouldn't say 100 miles an hour, but they're moving it decent with decent pace. And they're trying to entice Villarreal to come out of the holes, but they're not going to. They really, really disciplined Villarreal. And that's why I think they've got so far in this competition without any world-class or superstars in their team, because their defensive side of the game is excellent. It's very hard to break them down. Everyone's expecting Man United, including myself, to probably breeze past these a 3 or 4-0. It's never that easy, is it, in football? As we know, never that easy. Rashford's in the box. He's got 3 or 4 players around him. He's got half a yard. McTominay at the edge of the box can strike it, but he drags it wide. Decent opportunity, to be honest. Decent opportunity. So the ball's gone in. Edison Cavani has chased a lost cause, really. That's what you're going to get from him, chasing lost causes. He's won the ball. Rashford's managed to get it. Rashford's driving into the box. He was going to shift it just to the right a little bit and then try and wrap his foot around it, but he shifted it a little bit too far. 3 or 4 Villarreal players get around him. He pops it to the edge of the box. McTominay, who has got a great strike on him, gets it all wrong and drags it wide. But United have got the ball again already straight away in the final third. Wan-Bissaka straight into Bruno Fernandes. Was going to go a little flick to Greenwood, gets it a little bit wrong. It was probably best first time, and Wan-Bissaka, who I cannot believe is still not in the England squad. Again, no one's getting past him. I don't know how he's not in the England squad. I've never seen no one get past him. I've never seen no one get past Wan-Bissaka. Crazy. Vampire Unai Emery looking suave. Villarreal with a little bit of possession now, trying to make triangles. They're going to have to put the foot through it, though, because it looks like they might overplay. They managed to get themselves out. No, they don't. Straight to Pogba. Pogba's in the final third. Into Rashford. If he gets half a yard, he's going to hit it, but great tackle in the end. Oof, it's a little bit scrappy at the minute. Villarreal, it seems like it's a bad injury. Is it a bad injury? Well, Pogba's waving, but I think it's for the Villarreal player. I don't know if he's fell wrong, bashed his head or something like that, but I don't think it's as bad as it first looked. A little bit scrappy there. Villarreal are trying to pass the ball out, but they're getting caught, and they're getting caught in their final third. Now, when you get caught in your final third, you know, just looking at the slow motion where, oof, yeah, he slipped. The Villarreal player has gone over the ball. He's gone underneath Pogba, and Pogba's just like studded it and kneed his head. I don't know if he's bleeding a little bit because he's got a patch on his head now, the Villarreal player. Purely accidental. He's fell over the ball, clumsy as hell, and then Pogba's just landed on him. But going back to that, so Villarreal are trying to pass the ball out. Oof, it's a bad collision. If anyone's watching that in slow-mo, bad collision from his head. Bad collision. But yeah, Villarreal are trying to play out, and they're giving the ball away in their third. So all it is for Man United, if they get the ball in the right area, it's one pass to Greenwood, Fernandes, Rashford, or Cavani, and they're in on goal. They're in on goal. So they've got to be careful. They've got to be very wary of that, the Villarreal players. They've got to be aware that if they do try and overplay, Man United will steal the ball off you in important areas. So there's going to be more at stoppage now. We're still going through. It's a bad cut. Don't know if he's broke his nose. He may have broke his nose, because his nose is smashed to bits. Oof. You don't want that. You don't want that, do you? His blood's pissing out of his nose. They're just looking at the Rashford tackle now. You know what? It looks like a tackle, but it's actually a free kick. Rashford moves the ball And then the guy who's obviously smashed his nose up now, he actually drags his leg and pulls Rashford over, or trips Rashford up. So, to be fair, I thought it was a good tackle initially, but it was a free kick. Rashford should have got a free kick, and it would have been a perfect free kick for Bruno Fernandes on the edge of the box. Absolutely perfect it would have been. But we're back underway now. The kid's gone off. Obviously, he'll try and patch himself up. Hopefully, for his sake, it is not a broken nose, because you don't want to be playing with a broken nose. Hopefully, he's just got cut. So, again, Man United pressing, not allowing Villarreal to pass the ball out or making them go long. And that's what they've had to do. And the goalkeeper absolutely shanks it. He shanks it that bad. It doesn't even go out of play. Still scrappy again. Villarreal again. Very scrappy at the moment. Man United have got it decent from United. They're pressing them very hard. They know they don't have the quality. Pogba outside the foot to Greenwood. Greenwood, we know he can use both feet. Drills it, nearly drills it across the 6-yard box. But Capue's got there to block it first, man. Because if not, it's a tap in for Cavani. But I know I keep raving about it, but what a talent Greenwood is. Great ball from Pogba with it outside of his foot into Greenwood initially. Great ball. Corner it is. Luke Shaw, as we know, good delivery, in swinger, right in the middle of the box. But no United player was attacking it. Decent touch from Rashford. Rashford to Fernandes, into Pogba. Could be offside. Yeah, Pogba's offside. Looked like he was a mile offside, to be honest. You know what? He's not. Yeah, arm length. He's probably at arm's length offside. He's trying to get back on, but as you know, you can't. You can't. Once you've made that run, you've made that run. It's very hard to get back on side. Very hard. So still 0-0. 12 minutes in. United by far the better team at the minute, pinning Villarreal in their half. Villarreal trying to overplay at times, but Foyth is coming on now. He's got the old Terry Butcher bandage round his head. He's got cotton wool up his nose. He looks like he's been a few rounds with old Mike Tyson, to be fair, but he's back on the pitch. Hopefully that does, for his sake, doesn't affect him and he can carry on. But United with the ball again, Lindelof and Eric Bailly, don't think they're going to have a lot of pacing behind him. Not got to worry about that. So they can afford to press high, which then allows everyone else to push up another 5-10 yards and press onto Villarreal's back four. A little bit short from McTominay there. De Gea is going to have to put his foot through it. First time United's been rushed, Fernandes pops it off to Shaw. Shaw's going to go inside to Cavani, but it's just blocked off. Shaw with a quick throw-in. United are only going to lose this game by losing it themselves and putting themselves in silly positions. United are. That's the only way they're going to lose this game. I can't see them losing this game at all. Villarreal are not going to pose any real threat. They've not got a lot of pace going over the top. They could cause a problem from set pieces. They're not going to overpass you, even though they're decent on the ball. Obviously, United have got better players to move the ball, a lot better than what Villarreal have. So I think United need to get out of the traps just a little bit more. I know they're pressing, but just a little bit more. Get out of the traps and try and get an early goal. I mean, if you get an early goal in cup competition in the final, all of a sudden it changes the dynamics of the game. Unai Emery, though, as we know, he's very experienced when it comes to this competition. And he has got a team who know how to manage games. We've seen that in the other rounds, and we've seen it in the 2 legs over Arsenal. They managed the game really well without looking great, without looking any world beaters. But they did cause Arsenal well, they knocked Arsenal out. They caused more than problems. They knocked us out. Eric Bailly, first time someone's ran at him, is gave a free kick away. What's happening, Wilson? Hope you're well, mate. Yep. Yo, Forever Football. I hope that you are staying safe and doing well. Yes, I'm safe. Keeping my head down and concentrating on what's going on. And you too. Man United need an early goal, otherwise Villarreal could beat them. Yeah, I mean, I can't see Villarreal beating them. I mean, for me, I don't know where they would beat them with the quality. However, like I said, they are no mugs. They're not in the final because they're not very good. They're obviously got something. They're not great. They don't have no world beaters. They don't have no superstars, but they are a very well-drilled team. And like you say, if Man United don't get that breakthrough and Villarreal are allowed to ease and Villarreal are allowed to get a foot in this game, then they could cause problems for United. And that's what, you imagine Villarreal going and getting another goal, which is an opportunity. Now, he had an opportunity at the back stick, but he was stretching. Villarreal, I think it was Tregores, I think you pronounce his name. He's coming in round at the back stick. It's a deep corner. He's coming around the back stick, but he's stretching. He's stretching a little bit, and he can't get his foot around it. But opportunity, very, very decent opportunity. Wilson, I'm still peed off that Arsenal are not in this Europa League final. Is absolute. I know. It really is that we're not in the final. I mean, how we got beat by this team, I'm surprised. Your prediction is 3-1 at Villarreal. Yeah, I said 3 or 4-0. But, it could be a set piece, could be a deflection, could be anything that can give Villarreal an opportunity. Shaw did as well into Cavani. It's definitely a free kick if he doesn't carry on. Yeah, free kick. He's gone right down the back of Cavani. He's saying he's not touched him, and Cavani has dived. I'm not sure he's dived. Let's have a look at the replay. Cavani's a big fella. He's not just going to roll around for no reason. Have a look now. There you go, straight into the back of his thigh. So I don't know what LBL is on about. He's gone straight into the back of Cavani. Both physical players, both honest physical players. So, but Cavani don't just go down for no reason. He's not. He's made from different cloth. He's an old school player. Works hard. Don't go down easy. Ruthless. Don't really get that in modern day footballers. I can tell you that. So 17 on the clock. No one's had a shot. No one's had an opportunity. Most of the play has been in Villarreal's half. United have had most of the play, but they've not been able to break it down. Froth is coming out again. He's got blood clots coming out of his nose now. He's struggling. They may have to make a substitution. He won't want to come off, obviously, because of his nose. But if it doesn't stop bleeding, he's going to have to for his own health reasons. Rashford picks a big straight 70-yard diag up. Shaw's a little bit sloppy. He's overthinking Shaw, gives it away. Villarreal pop it. They pop it around the corner. Good work rate from United. Very good work rate from United. Cavani's managed to pick it up. Nearly the deepest man. Rashford with the ball again. Pogba, look to switch it. Goes for around the corner into Rashford. Manages to get there. Rashford is one-on-one. Can't beat him. Rashford's had 4 opportunities at the moment. He's not been able to. Oh, he back heels it straight into Cavani. Cavani's got half a yard. Gerrard is trying to. That's a free kick. He's just pulling Cavani down. Oh, it's a free kick. It's a blatant free kick. And the referee's not gave it. He's thinking, Cavani's thinking, have I not got a free kick? Now Pogba's got it back. Very scrappy at the moment. Very, very scrappy at the moment. Bruno Fernandes, a little bit of quality. Tries to go in behind to Greenwood. Goalkeeper comes and collects it. But that's not a foul. I do not know. I mean, he's just grabbed him. Gerrard has grabbed him. Cavani's tried to get around the other side, and he's just grabbed him. Cavani's going mad. He's saying, why have we not got the free kick? Wilson, Arsenal made Villarreal look like Barcelona, and Arteta's poor tactics cost us. This guy's totally out of his depth, and he has to go when absolute shambles top from the bottom. Well, yeah, fully agree. Greenwood's got the ball now. As we know, can use both feet, predominantly left foot, though, into Wan-Bissaka. Wan-Bissaka to Matominay. Matominay's looking for Fernandes. Should have just gone short at Fernandes. Fernandes is saying, just give me the ball here. I'm good enough, even if 3 or 4 players around me. I am good enough. Give me the ball. Out to Rashford. But the thing is, Wilson, the thing is with Arteta, Conte is now available, but he's left knowing he's already lined up his next job. So unless that's Tottenham or Arsenal are speaking to him, we don't know. But he's left it because he clearly has something else lined up. I think financially they're struggling, but he's decided that he wants to go, and Arsenal have got to try and get him. I heard that obviously Edu and Arteta might be, one of them's Edu's under investigation for some immoral business when it comes to foreign players. Wan-Bissaka's out wide. Don't know why he didn't put off wrap his foot around it into Greenwood. Greenwood, now he's wrapped his foot around it. Oh, oof, it's a decent cross. Bruno Fernandes out to Shaw. He's got technique, drills it across the 6-yard box, but no one can get a toe on them. No United player can get a toe on it, because if someone gets a toe on that, it's in the back of the net. Wilson, Man United struggle to break teams down when they're sitting back. Yeah, you know what? Most teams do, even City. It's very hard to break teams down when they're setting, you know, a two block, a low block as they call it now, but 2 banks of 4. It's very hard to break it down because there's no, you can't break the lines. Basically, there's no spaces in between, because they're too deep, so there's no space in behind, or they're too close together, too narrow. Oh, that could be nasty for Pogba. So he's landed on his leg and his foot's in the ground, and he could have twisted his knee. Hopefully he's okay, but I've seen players go off for that. Villarreal with a free kick down. Managed to get a corner off Eric Bailly. This is where Villarreal could be dangerous. They could get an opportunity where they get a set piece, a free kick, a corner, a penalty, and then it's all of a sudden tight. What you don't want to do is you don't want to give the opposition, Villarreal, you don't want to give Villarreal a goal, because what happens is if you allow someone, if you give away a goal, it's then even harder to break down because you've gave them something to protect. And all of a sudden they get an extra 5, 10, 15% and run more than they usually would to protect that goal advantage. So once you go 1-0 down, it's very hard to break teams down who are already very solid. Villarreal with free corner. Dealt with well by United, end of the edge of the box. So great strike. And it's McTominay who's managed to get his body in the way. And it's another corner to Villarreal. Nathan B, come on, Unai Emery, beat Ollie the fraud. What's happening, NB? I hope you're well, mate. Don't you want a United? Don't you want a British team to win these tournaments? Come on, man. Come on. You don't want the Spanish teams to win these tournaments, surely. Especially ex-Arsenal manager, and he's just knocked us out of the competition. Come on, man. Surely you want the British teams to win. Actually got a lot of Man United fans who get on your back. Another corner from Villarreal. Villarreal, poor corner. I don't know what he's gone for. Very poor. Cleared at the front stick by Fernandes. They put it back in. Decent headers. Ping-ponging around. Rashford's got his clearance all wrong. Wan-Bissaka heads it back out. Oh, he's gone a little... Oh, decent. He's gone a little Rabona cross dink, got it into the middle of the box, and it's just behind for the header, but he couldn't get the header on target, but he can't swing his left, so he's done a little Rabona cross. Decent. Backer it was, number 9. Decent, but he's running away from goal, and he's trying to get that header to run away from goal and generate the power from a Rabona cross. It's going to be very, very difficult. And to beat the goalkeeper as well, it's going to be very, very difficult. So United have got the ball now. Pogba, again, it knows that Wan-Bissaka's got oceans out down on the right-hand side into Greenwood. Greenwood switches it to Cavani. Cavani's probably going to tap it to... Oh! Can see what he's tried there. He's gone to just tap it with the outside of his foot into Rashford. But you know what? I'm thinking it's probably easier for Cavani because he's devastating up front to just take it first time. Having it like Greenwood, great ball. He could probably take that first time, but he's gone to side foot it. I'm thinking if he side foot cushions that into the bottom corner, it's 1-0 United. Shouldn't have passed, and I'm surprised he did pass. I'm very surprised. I'm good, bro. No, despite how Emery's tenure with us beforehand, always thought he was a quality manager. I take the slander from United fans, laugh out loud, small price to pay. Yeah, Emery's a very good manager. I like him. I think he was harsh to get sacked by Arsenal, I really do. But, you know, people were shouting out for more and more and more, and look what we got. So always be careful what you wish for. Always be careful what you wish for. But, yeah, if you got loads of United fans, mate, you're going to have to, like I say, take it with a pinch of salt, mate. Because at the minute, we're getting hammered from everyone. As Arsenal fans, we're getting hammered from everyone, mate. I could tell you that. Absolutely everyone. Shocking. Absolutely shocking. United have been the best team. Let's be honest, United have been the best team. Villarreal have had a couple of opportunities. Pogba, again, Wan-Bissaka. That's the play at the moment. Bruno Fernandes has not really got into the game. So Wan-Bissaka's got so much time on this right-hand side. So every time Pogba gets it, he just gets it and just doesn't even have to look. He can just zing it. He can just put it out to Wan-Bissaka because he doesn't even have to look that anyone's out there because he's got oceans. As we know, Wan-Bissaka's quality-wise going forward is not the greatest, let's admit, but he does still have enough to cause problems. For Villarreal. Eric Baez hardly had anything to do, and Lindelof, he's out again to Wan-Bissaka. He's got so much room into Greenwood. Greenwood back to McTominay. McTominay is probably going to look to spray it again. He's come back this way. Lindelof is on. He's gone back out to Lindelof. Lindelof gets his head up. Should go out to Shaw very quickly. Yep, Shaw's now got it. Into Rashford. Rashford back to Lindelof. Pogba is looking for the ball. He's looking for it. Rashford's looking for a diag. Rashford diags to Wan-Bissaka again. Wan-Bissaka is the outlet. He's had the ball more times than anyone else. Can he beat his man? He's quick, he's strong, but he ain't got many tricks. That's for sure. Ooh. Bruno Fernandes has gone a little bit late on the goalkeeper. Just to let him know that he's there. MB, to be honest though, look how we've played in the Prem. These people should use the facts. People see the team as a laughing stock to do better for next season. Yeah, it's unbelievable. We are a laughing stock. I've got Liverpool fans. I've got Man United fans. I've even got my old man who's a West Ham fan. Like he's laughing at me. Like, do you know what I mean? He's never laughed at me before. Now he's laughing. First time in 40 years, he's laughing at my team. Villarreal have got half a chance. They're on the break, but they don't have a lot of pace. But they do have quality. 3 against 1. They've dragged it wide, and commentators curse. There's the quality. Rayan, what is happening, mate? I am good. Hope you well. Hope your day went well, mate. Maybe did university work or etc. I know you was doing a few things. So, yeah, appreciate for you popping in, mate. Hope you are well. What are your predictions, people? Wilson's given me his prediction. Any other predictions for tonight? Who do you think? I think Man United are strongly favourites, let's be honest. However, all it takes is a lucky goal, a deflection or something, and then they defend for their lives, and then it's over. So we will see. We will see how it turns out with this game. United not really under any pressure whatsoever at the moment. We've got to be honest. Not really under any pressure at the moment. And they should win this game comfortably. They should win this game comfortably. MB's going for Villarreal 3-1. Wilson went for 3-1 United. Villarreal have got the ball now in the final third. Pogba manages to do well, nicks it back. Lindelof into De Gea. He'll put his foot through it. No, he's not. He's gone out to Wan-Bissaka, who's had more ball than anyone else. Wan-Bissaka, again, is not sure what he's going to do. Hesitates at times. Into McTominay. McTominay manages to get himself out. Well done. Pogba will look to spray it, but it hits a Villarreal player. But Man United have responded really well, but Cavani's gave a free kick away. Didn't really need to give that free kick away. More in hope than expectation. Yeah. It's been blessed. Tomorrow's my final day in college. How's your day been? Also, I'm predicting a 1-0 or 2-1 Villarreal win. There's a couple of Villarreal people think they're going to win then, yeah? I can't see it. I can't see it, but football is a funny game. Football is a funny game, as we know. Football is a funny game. Yeah, my day's been good. My oldest daughter popped round. Gardener did the grass. Wife's happy. Son's happy at school. Villarreal with half opportunity. And Villarreal have scored. Villarreal have scored 1-0. And that's exactly what we was talking about. For Man United, oh my God, this game completely changes now. I said the only way Man United are going to score, Villarreal will score, will be from a set piece. And it's Gerrard again. He's a goal scorer for them. The only way they were going to score was from a set piece. And that's exactly what's happened. In swinging free kick, Cavani gives a free kick away needlessly. In swinging free kick, high line, everybody is onside. Lindelof gets beat. Gerrard, who is marking him? So Shaw, yeah, it's poor. Shaw is marking Gerrard. Gerrard has gone in and then towards the goal, and Shaw can't cut him off. And he's just got his foot on the end of it, and it's kind of hit the ground and bobbled in, and De Gea can't get it. And Gerrard has scored in the Europa League final, and Man United are 1-0 down. He's no mug, mate. Moreno's got 7 in 12. He's no mug. But now all of a sudden it becomes very hard for Man United to break them down, because as we know, when we have seen him in this competition, Villarreal, and we've seen it firsthand with Arsenal, when they have got the lead, they are very hard to break down. When they have the lead, I mean, they're hard enough to break down when it's 0-0, but when they have the lead, they are very hard to break down. They are very, very hard to break down. But Man United should have too much going forward for these. However, like I always say, when you give someone to protect, what do? You got an extra yard. What do you do when you have to protect your house or your family? You go the extra mile. Football is the same. When you've got a 1-0 lead, you're protecting it at all costs. You're going to manage the game. And Man United now need to think of something different, because at the moment they've had most of the play, but in the final third, they've not been able to get in good areas of cutting edge. All of their possession has been in the third before the final third, if you understand. The first half of the Villarreal's half. Interesting. And he's put, come on, Emery. He wants Emery. You've said, a couple of people said 2-1 or 3-1. So they're winning 1-0 at the minute. I'm telling you. I'm being lippy in college tomorrow if Emery's boys take the crown. Yeah, with all your Man United. Yeah, I know what you youths are like as well. The youths, the slander's wrong. Moreno has been their talisman this season where Villarreal are concerned. Yeah, he's been their man, their go-to man. I think Moreno's 7 in 12 games is better than Abba, and lack of individual records in Europa under Sir Unai Emery and Mikel Arteta. Yeah. Goals, people. Goals. Villarreal now. United are going to have to step it up. McTominay's managed to get the ball out. All of a sudden, look at the way Villarreal now. As soon as United player gets the ball, Villarreal was swarming them. Absolutely swarming them. And like I said before the game, Villarreal, if they don't swarm the middle of the park, they'll lose this game. And don't think we've mentioned Bruno Fernandes. Don't think we've mentioned him. So that tells you a lot. That tells you a lot. There's going to be a little bit of pressure now from United. But no one's in the box. They put it in the box. There's no one in the box. Cavani was on the edge. Greenwood was wide. Rashford wide. No one in the box. Wan-Bissaka trying to get a little bit of movement. Goes down the side, but he kicks it out of play. That's the only problem with Wan-Bissaka. His quality on the ball, possession-wise, is bang average. Ole Gunnar's... He's having a go. Cavani's fuming. Absolutely fuming. But I think Ole Gunnar, it looked like he was saying Luke. So he's saying Luke Shaw, and he's saying, you've got to go. So he's saying, let the chains off and get as high as possible. Hence now he's high as anything. He's got to go. He's saying you got to get forward. Both of you fullbacks now, they're not like wing backs. Everyone else just has to shuffle across. Get forward as much as possible. Cause as many problems as you can and get forward as much as possible. MB, Rayan Chowdhury, Pepe was our best player in the competition this season, in my opinion. Yeah, he was our best player in the competition, and he's been our best player the last month. So hopefully he takes that form into next season, because we need to see him pull up some proper money next year. We need to show that he's worth what we paid for him. Would you take Moreno at Arsenal if you can't convince or afford Tony? The only thing, he scores goals, but he hasn't got pace. He doesn't have pace, does he? He's not really going to get in behind anything like that. and he's going to need to play central. So I'm not sure. I'm not sure about that one. Which striker do you think we should sign when Laka? We've got to sign Ivan Toney, mate. Name me another striker who goes to the who could go in the championship and score 31 goals. He's broke records. No one else has ever done it. Got to go for Ivan Toney. Got to go for Ivan Toney. It's not an Arsenal signing, but West Ham are in for him, and that's West Ham finished 5th. West Ham are trying to sign him. So what happened is West Ham will go and get Ivan Toney. He'll score 20 goals, and then we'll be saying, "Oh, why didn't we get Ivan Toney?" So crazy. Shaw's with the ball now. Gives it away, but it ricochets to Pogba. Pogba gives it away. The Villarreal pressing now is just all over the place. It's just swarm after swarm after swarm. Why the new Wan-Bissaka whips a dangerous ball in, but again, no one's in the box. Wan-Bissaka cleans up. You're not going to get that. But Cavani's out wide. You don't want him out there. Little cheeky ball into McTominay, and McTominay tries to drive it across, but he gets it all wrong. Why is the new comments not coming up? I hate it when that happens on this flipping stream. New comments are not coming up, people. We've got 36 minutes gone. Villarreal 1-0 set piece. Poor from Luke Shaw, switched off. New comments. I'm going to reload quick to get the comment. Comments are not showing, people, so put your comments back in. It's had to reload, and for some reason it pauses on the comments. So put your comments back in. The last couple of comments, didn't get to see them. Rashford now is out wide. He's one-on-one with Capoue. He's just got to get him in the box. He's got to get half a yard. Slice. It's lazy. It's lazy for Marcus Rashford. Pure laziness. He's got into the 18-yard box. He's one-on-one against Capoue. And he's just trying to slip it inside because he's got no other options. But it's lazy. It's a lazy pass on the inside. Luke Shaw's managed to get to the byline, cuts it back, good defending, and in the end, the Villarreal keeper just catches it, falls on the ground, and he's going to waste some time. 37 minutes gone. Villarreal surprisingly are winning 1-0. Going to be hard for Man United to break them down now, because we've seen how resilient Unai Emery's team have been all the way through the competition. They really have been resilient, and now they've got something to hold on to. So, yeah, 8 minutes before half time. Like I said, people, we just had to reload the stream very quickly, pop in and out. But the comments couldn't get them on. So, yeah. FG, I'd say, would you take Marino Arsenal if we couldn't get? Yeah, I seen that one. Like I said, I'm not too sure, Rayhan. You know why? He's not got much pace, and we need pace. We need pace. It's tough to find strikers that are consistent and out-and-out goal scorers these days. I'm not sure of who we would sign either, to be honest. It is hard to find them, and if you do find them, everyone wants them. They're like gold dust. Everyone wants him. That's why high demand for Ivan Toney now. One season brought for 5 million. They'll probably sell him for 30 million. Because goals, well, that's why they get paid the most money, and that's why I have to pay the most premium. Luke Shaw whips a ball in with a 1-2 around the corner, comes out to Wan-Bissaka on the edge of the box. Wan-Bissaka's under a little bit of pressure, manages to mop it up into by Pogba, who's gone really quiet. Bruno Fernandes, they've done a job on him. They have done a job on Bruno Fernandes, and they had to. They've got to do a job and man mark him. Shaw's got a little bit of space into Rashford, who manages to get down the side. One touch. It's great defending, but I think it's gone out for a corner. It's not gone out. It's not, the ball's not gone out. Capoue done excellent defending. Pogba gets it back in the middle. Pogba's got half a yard into Rashford. Rashford ran the corner. He's got to clip it. Oh, Cavani's gone to clip it back to Rashford at the edge of the box, but they gave it away. Villarreal trying to play the way out, but Man United are pressing now, pressing. He answered it, bro. Yeah, I already answered that one, Rayan. Didn't see it. Yeah, thanks for letting him know, Nath. Who do you think we should solve our creativity issues for FG? Well, we're not going to get Odegaard, that's for sure. He's too good. He wants better players around him. I think that's his polite way of saying it. He's going to go Real Madrid and just probably get in Real Madrid's team and have everyone running off him. You're not going to get Jack Grealish. Because he's I can't see him leaving Villa to go to Arsenal unless you pull up trees. It could be. He might want to change. He might realise he's got to go to a bigger club. And let's be honest, even though Villa finished above Arsenal in the league, Arsenal are a bigger club than Villa. No one's going to deny that. And if anyone does, then I just think they're just being biased. But Buendia, I think, is a good option. Villarreal on backer again. He's probably the only one who can get forward pace-wise, but just outnumbered. United, to be fair to them, have out really pressing them down. It's just if Villarreal can keep up this 100 miles an hour pressing when it gets around Bruno Fernandes, because Bruno Fernandes hardly touched the ball. It looks like he might get on this ball now. He's going to get on this ball now. Goal kick. It's a clever play. He's gone to dink it over him, but I think in slow-mo, he's gone to dink it over him, hit the defender, and it has it in back. Yeah, it is a corner. I mean, it is a goal kick. It is a goal kick. Yeah, so it's very hard. Obviously, Buendia, you've got ESR, who's decent, gets the ball on the back foot and drives at players. That's what I love about him. So yeah, you've said it. Rayan said it here. He's saying ESR and Buendia as our 10s for the foreseeable future. I think if we get decent players around them, that'll be a good one. Excuse me. I think that would work. You only need one or two maybe creative players, and then the rest needs to be solid around them. So honestly, I'd take Tony if we lose both Abba and Laka, then promote John Jules alongside Gabby and Balogun. Yeah, I would promote them. Tony's going to bring you something that Laka and Aubameyang don't bring you, and that's bringing others into play. Aubameyang's been phenomenal goal-wise, okay? Goal-wise. And he's been our best player over the last couple of seasons. Now, even Tony might not get as many goals as Aubameyang has done, you know, over your 20s, but he'll bring others into play. He'll cause problems. And Arsenal would be, for me, if Arsenal can get him, they've got to go for him. And he would go to Arsenal, because you're not going to get a Man United, Chelsea, a Liverpool, or a City. They're not going to go for him. So the next is going to be the next kind of tier of clubs, if you know what I mean. I take Nathan saying I take Buendia from Norwich. Don't care for the football snobs in our fan base say yes, he's played for Norwich, but we are signing him based on what we can bring. Yeah, what people have got to understand is they're the type of players that we have to go for. A Max Aarons, a Buendia, a Ivan Toney, a decent championship players, because these foreign players that you might go for, you're going to waste your money. You might not even be able to go. They might not be able to play in the Premier League. And if we haven't got a great record of scouting, we're not a Leicester who managed to pick gems out, because we don't want to do that. So go to the Championship, get the 3 best Championship players, and then go and get a couple of young foreigners and then integrate that with what you've already got. You know? Brian, I'm starting level will be Leno. Leno's probably going to leave, so I ain't getting that. Aarons, yep. Saliba, Gabriel Turney. I think that would be good. Partey, Basuma, Martinelli, ESR, or Martinelli, Pape, or Saka, Abba, or Tony will be able to challenge for a top 6. I think they would they would challenge top 6. Villarreal are on the attack now. They've only got one forward where he's got 4 players around, 4 Man United players around him. He's only got 1. He's got 3 players around him. He's driving to the byline. He manages to get it's a goal kick. Gets a cold goal kick in the end. It's a strong enough team. We just don't know how they would gel. That's the thing. We don't know how that team would gel, and would it be good enough, and would it be balanced enough? That's what you got to ask yourself. What the hell is going on with Man United? Well, they started off quite well. And I said, like you said, Wilson, the only way they're probably going to concede a goal was from a set piece. That's exactly what happened. And now it's an uphill task, because it's going to be hard to break them down. NB says, Bueno creates and offers something in the final third our current midfielders don't do, which has ended us all season. Yeah, Buendia, like we've had Odegaard, who is by far our most creative player. Some of the balls that he's passes has been here just been unreal, slicing people out. But what he isn't is he isn't fast. So if someone does man mark him, like Bruno Fernandes is getting man marked today, Bruno Fernandes can't do anything today. He can't find no space because they've just closed the space down. And I wouldn't say they're actually just saying they put someone on him. They've literally just closed the area where Bruno Fernandes likes to work. You can see it here, but Rashford has absolutely twisted the Villarreal centre half up, twisted him up. And now Villarreal clear the ball. I believe that Arsenal need a goalkeeper, a right back, a backup left back, and at least 2 midfielders. Yeah, Arsenal need a keeper, definitely need a right back. They need a backup left back, but it's not vital that you get a backup left back because they're not the players that are going to win you games. And then we 100% need a centre forward and another midfielder. We need a centre forward. Greenwood's just breezed past, got in the back. Oh, how unlucky is that? Greenwood has just breezed past the fullback. As we know, it's first time he's really got in the game, cuts it back, 6-yard box out. Edison Cavani looks like he's going to get there first. Great defending in the end from Villarreal. Great defending in the end from Abiol, I think it was. 45 minutes in the clock, so nearly half time. Of only a minute, I think, of extra stoppage time in the first half. The snobbery would be ironic. Ron is Argentinian, so he fits the bill of terms of nationality, and Messi picked him for the squad. Yeah, for me, we've got to go for Buendia. We couldn't get him last due to politics or timing, but we've got to go. We've got to go all out and try and get him. We've got to go all out. Nathan, I think Laka's all-round game is good, but he's not. He's hit and miss with his form, in my opinion. Not this season, but for most of his time at Arsenal. Yeah, he's good all round. So he's like jack of all trades. That's why I don't get excited about Lacazette. I think he's just an average centre forward who's okay at everything. Wilson's got a question, everyone. Why are some Arsenal fans so snobbery about Buendia and Basuma? Those two would totally transform midfield. Behave yourself, man. Football snobbery comes from the past. So football snobbery comes from where we've been before. So people will say, he's not an Arsenal player. We've got Sanchez, we got Henry, we got Bergkamp, we got Ozil, we got Fabregas. So then when you talk about players like this, people still think, well, that's not an Arsenal player, but you need to get out of that mindset, because the fact of the matter is that's where we are at the moment. Another corner right on half time from Villarreal, cleared from United, and there's the half-time whistle. Man United will be very, very disappointed that they have gone in 1-0 at half-time. But saying that, they haven't really made any clear-cut chances. Bruno Fernandes could not get in the game. They've got width with Wan-Bissaka and Shaw. But like you say, Villarreal are very good at having a low block. They are very good at making it very narrow, making you go out wide, thinking you're dictating the game, because they're quite happy to defend balls in the box. So Rayan, probably due to early Wenger era players, aka huge imports from the continent, rather than looking literally for gems. Yeah, that's what it is. It's our history. I believe Basuma, Berg would be a good one. Buendia, Max Aarons, and Bertrand would be brilliant signings for Arsenal. They would be. That would be a good set of signings, but we've probably only got about 100, 150 million. So how we're going to get all these players that we want. That's what people don't understand. 100 million now in the Premier League is not going to get you what it would have. You might get 3 decent players. And Nathan said it again. I'm not one turning my nose at Buendia. I'd happily take him. Some people, because he played for Norwich, have the mentality he isn't good enough, which is nonsense. Yeah, if you understand football, you got to come away from that. We can't be snobbery like that. All you have to do is look at the players that these teams, look at, Tyrone Mings and Konza at Villa. Arsenal wouldn't go for them before. Mahrez, Kante, Fofana, to be fair, went Leicester. All these players that have gone to other clubs, Traore at Villa. The man's on fire this year. We don't go for those players. It's madness. So it's all to do with the scouting. I take Max Aarons to replace Bellerin as a right back. He has room to grow, but the quality is it. Yeah, he's a player. He is a player all day, and you'll get him in, and he'll be playing for England soon. We're playing for England. Look at Leicester with the other one. James Justin, what they did. I don't rate Berg. He wasn't impressive on the Sheffield United side. Fleck looked better. Fleck is good, but he's been around for so long. I think that's kind of his level, if you know what I mean. I think it's an age thing. I'm sure Fleck's probably quite a bit older than Berg. Villareal are very well drilled and making things difficult for Man United. That's what they are. That's what Unai Emery is. And that's why they've got to this final. They've got to this final because they are well drilled, great team. That's how they've got to this final. We've seen it against Arsenal. Do you know what I mean? We've seen it against Arsenal. Solskjaer's got some, he's got to earn his money now, because if they lose this, the Man United fans are going to be fuming. Fuming. The Man United fans will be fuming. Ryan, I think Villa's Troy is ex-Chelsea, and I think he went, yeah, he is. He was at Chelsea for when he was young, and he did really well, and then he went away. I think Chelsea at the time, they had too many, you know how they have too many foreigners coming at once and all that, and then they had to get rid of players. He was one of them, because I'm sure he burst onto the scene. He was decent. Neighbours, but the thing is, FG, there's genuine talent in the Championship. Saha, Ings, Eze, etc. all came from that league and made the step up to the Prem, and I've done well. I mean, Eze, I don't know how Eze goes to Palace and not an Arsenal. I don't get it. I just do not get. I do not get it. Wilson, great content as usual. Really appreciate it, Wilson. Thanks for tuning in. I appreciate everyone that tunes in. Sorry about that. I appreciate everyone that tunes in to watch these watch-alongs. I know you're probably watching the game. I may be on the background, etc. Or, you know, sometimes people are not watching it and they just want to listen to what's going on in the game. So all the love is much appreciated. Like you say, we just keep slowly going. I'm going to try and do like daily stuff as well. You know, I did one yesterday, the daily vibe with me, speaking about different things. Tomorrow I might bring a video out, or might sit down and do one about obviously when players get released, because a lot of this stuff on here, a lot of fan channels don't go into the insight of the actual football thing. And this time of the year, there's probably going to be about 1,000 people where their dream has been crushed, or been released professionally. So where do they go to next? So I might do a quick video on that tomorrow, maybe a 15-20 minute one going on which way they go from there, which would be good. So yeah, Wilson, I heard some rumors that Daniel Ek will make another bid to buy Arsenal. I don't think they're selling. What I do think, though, is they've decided to, you know, get rid of some backroom staff. There's rumors about this Arteta and Edu. I don't know if someone's just put that out there. So they might come in and say, right, they want to look at it different. Press from Eze, though, the Achilles heel is, yeah, exactly. Yeah, Achilles, no one ever wants a bad Achilles. Oof. Thankfully, I never had that. Big up all the guys inside. Welcome to the pub stream with myself and FG. Yeah, that's the boy. That's how it is, mate. That's how it is. The stream, boy, the stream. Yeah, so 1-0. Surprising 1-0. I've got to be honest, a very surprising 1-0. Villarreal 1-0. I mean, I can still see United winning. I'm not going to lie. But they need to create some chances. They're just not creating chances at the moment. Wilson, if Arteta is staying next season, the board needs to seriously back him to strengthen the team properly. We're absolute mess right now. I have some serious doubts whether they will do that. Yeah, that's the problem. I think Arteta may stay, and how they're going to back him. He does need to rebuild, and they know they're probably going to have to pump money. We've had COVID, they've got this bank loan, and they was relying on Super League money apparently. So where's that money going to come from? That's the issue. Nathan, no, FG, I learned a lot from you and Curtis and Deluded. As your own knowledge in the football side of things, always like tuning in. Yeah, it's good. Deluder's good. I like him. He's a kind of kid who, he loves football. I know he didn't play at a certain level, but he really likes the insight of the game, and he looks at it from a different point of view than probably say a footballer would, but it's still near enough the same. They're just going over the set piece now. So Luke Shaw is the one who's got, obviously, Moreno. But he runs on the inside. So Rio obviously is going through talking about now where people could be. And he's just stating that Moreno runs across the front of Eric Bailly, I think. And that's where Luke Shaw gets unstuck. That's where Luke Shaw gets unstuck. Because by then, Luke Shaw is running towards the player when he's getting in behind. So it's too late. Yeah, and he's got half a yard. He's just left him. He's just left him. Luke Shaw has literally just left the man that he's marking. That's terrible. He's getting some serious problems for him at halftime. He's just left him. So he's got his hand on him, felt he's left him, and he's just thought, you know what, I'm not even going to bother following him. Switched off, in at the back, and just gets his foot out, hits the ground, stabs it in. Wilson, the Arsenal fans need to continue to put pressure on the Kroenkes. See, the thing is with fan pressure, it's never ever worked for any football club in the world, unless it's Italians or the crazy the Portuguese, or I think the Turkish leagues, where they will burn the stadiums, they will burn your cars in the car park. You know, they don't ramp. So yeah, but we're not like that. Our culture's not like that. I said it straight out the gate. Emery will win number 4 and make our club look like a joke with weaker players. Yeah, listen, Emery was a lot better than Arteta, so I just can't get my head around it. But people did want Emery out, didn't they? They did want Emery out. I thought it was all right. I'm very surprised that Villarreal are leading at the moment. Things that might change the second half. I am surprised. Oh, Rooney's there. I am surprised because of the result, but actually the display, it's a 0-0 at the moment. They just got the set piece because Man United have caused no problems whatsoever in the final third. Eddie was a fraud and hasn't impressed me, to be honest. Willian, the most pointless signing we've ever made. Yeah, I can see why they made Willian, though. Willian last season for Chelsea was still doing bits. Season before, Barcelona tried to sway him, but he chose to stay at Chelsea. You know, he was doing bits. So I can see why we went in for him. He was on a free. You know, he knows the Prem. He's been one of the best players in the Prem for a long, long time while he's been here, for Chelsea as well. So I can see why they went for him, but it's just not worked. It's just not worked for him, unfortunately. I believe that Arsenal need massive change from top to bottom. We need a new owner, manager. Yeah, we do need change, but you're not going to get that. You're not going to get that. Villarreal will frustrate United and see it out, in my opinion. They're very hard to break down. Villarreal are very hard to break down. We've seen it all through this competition. You can't break them down. They're not easy. They're very disciplined. They're very narrow. They want you out wide, and then they're very good at defending crosses. Layla, thanks for popping in. As always, really do appreciate the support. Your thoughts. What are your thoughts on the way Inter treated Conte when Serie A for the club like Inter? That's disgusting. Yeah, I think something to do with finances and money. And I think it seems like it's a mutual decision. But I think we've got to pull all stops out to try and get him. But he'll want, 10 million a year. Inter, he'll probably more. And he'll want, 200 million budget, 150 million budget. Does he want that? It ruin his. Can we do that? Because if not, it's going to ruin his reputation. So Spurs has been spoken about. They will go for it. They've got the dough. They will go for it. To be fair to Levy, he just put his money where his mouth is. So we will see what happens with that one. Nathan's put the Kroenkes talk a good game, but the actions never match up. How many times as a Gooner fans I've heard we're going to be big? Yeah, listen, I'm not into talk. Never have been. I need to see action. I need to see action. Ryan, Nate's talking to Ryan saying, I understand that, but we think Willian was Edu signing more than Arteta one. Yeah, probably. But then again, no, you don't really know, because Arteta would have known him. Arteta would have played against him. Arteta would have known his qualities. It's just not worked. Layla, what's your thoughts on Liverpool looking at Tielemans? I'm not surprised. I am not surprised. He's phenomenal. For me, I think he's phenomenal. He lacks pace, but you don't need pace because he plays the game so well. So well. Ran, I knew as soon as Emery said he wanted Zaha over Pepe and he requested for Zaha that his time at the club was running out. See, that tells you a lot, don't it, right? Manager wants Zaha, who would have been awesome for Arsenal. Awesome, right? And these people now, he's better than Pepe. I'm not being honest. He causes more problems. And he's better than Pepe. He's proven in the Premier League, right? He went Man United, didn't work for him. Bit of drama, went back to Palace, right? He wants Pepe. He wants a Saha. Someone else wants Pepe. They pay 10, 15 million pound more. That tells you the problem. When the manager is not allowed to pick his players, that tells you the problem. Crazy. Absolute crazy. Where are we? This one, here we are. Which manager is your ideal choice as next Arsenal manager? Conte, Tim Hag, Allegri, and why? Mine's Conte. He knows the Prem. He expects high demand. He's just bossed it with Inter. So for me, there's, Allegri is probably going to go Real Madrid. Tim Hag, I think he's staying where he's at. So me, I'll probably go for Conte. Which Arsenal's players should Arsenal be selling and why? Well, they're going to get rid of Willian. They're going to get rid of David Luiz. Now, Willian, we know it's not worked out for him. David Luiz probably he's had enough now, wants to go and play, chill a little bit. Xhaka is not going to fit in, needs to move forward. And Nketiah needs to go. He's just not good enough. Bellerin has lost it since obviously he's had his bad injuries. He needs to go. I would sell Willock. Great time to cash in on Willock. He's not going to be an Arsenal legend. He's not going to be an Arsenal regular because he's not good enough. So let him go to Newcastle. I would then also, my opinion, sell El Neni. Rob Holding's not going nowhere because he signed a new contract. And Gabriel's not going nowhere. So, yeah, they're the ones that I would probably get rid of. Layla, now Leicester are signing Samore. What other areas do we need to strengthen at Leicester for you? I think they need another centre forward because Vardy's probably going to have this, but might be his last season. So I think they need to go for a proper striker. I've heard Eduardo might be going. I think they need to go for that. I think they're all right in midfield. Maybe another centre half and a left back for Leicester. That's what I would go for. Just to cover and shore up shop. Which clubs need to sign Kane the most and why? So the most who need to sign Kane are Chelsea. They need a goal scorer, out-and-out striker. If they get Kane, they are definitely contenders for the Premier League because that's all Chelsea are missing. They're missing that deadly goal-scoring attribute. The least that need him is Man City for obvious reasons. They could go for a Danny Ings at half the price, half the wages, or they could get someone from a foreign league who is average, but they create so many chances, Man City, that you could be a bang average centre forward and play Man City and do well. And Man United probably need him to take the pressure off Cavani because Cavani's coming towards the end of his career, if not the end of his career. And he's the only man, the 9, who's obviously pulling up strings for United. That's my opinion on that one. Nathan's obviously speaking to Rayan. It would have made more sense if Emery was given Sahar, Premier League proven, and takes less time to adapt, but the club went for Moses. Yeah, of course, it makes sense. I always think you should go for Premier League players unless they're playing in a league that's similar to the Premier League, or they're top world class. Who are the title favourites for Premier League? Yeah, Man City are always favourites for next. Always favourites. Even if we couldn't pay 80 million outright, then do a transfer of 60 plus 20 in add-ons. We're not going to do that. We're just not going to do it. You know what I mean? Ryan Chowdhury, definitely think Arteta gave him the go-ahead to do it. Well, he would have had to, yeah. He probably would have had to. He knows him. He would have played against him. He knows the player very, very well. So, right, looks like we're back underway. Just about to kick off the second half. United really need to let the chains off here and go for it. Poor goal to concede. We did say the only way they're probably going to lose this game or concede a goal would be from a set piece because Villarreal are very well drilled. But for me, if you don't get a better chance to win a European final, you're playing Villarreal. And I need to put some respect on Villarreal's name. They've got to the final through being a great team. And a lot of the time, great teams win tournaments because it's consistency. One-off games sometimes can be hard, but like what you've seen Villarreal in La Liga, one-off games, but in even though they are one-off games in tournaments, you get stronger. You understand the opposition, and this is going to be tough for United. And another reason it's going to be tough is because Villarreal don't just switch off. They're not mugs. We've seen it firsthand when we played them. Arsenal played them. And we kept thinking, oh, we're going to score here. Oh, we're going to walk over these. Oh, we're going to score here. And they kept nullifying and stopping our danger. And look at today. Bruno Fernandes has hardly touched the ball. Pogba started off well, but hardly ran it. Man United have to go for it. Both fullbacks have to go for it, go forward. You can't come back. You're not. Baka done well to get him behind Eric Bailly. He's done really well, Baka. He's been up front on his own. He's hardly touched the ball, but when he has touched the ball, he's managed to get. Bruno Fernandes has got half a yard, but it's currently come back because it's a free kick to Villarreal. But Eric Bailly's left him because he's just rolling around the floor. He's rolling around the floor. Ryan, Ryan's already said that. Ryan, it's a shame Willian didn't work, but the cheek of him to say he wants to go back to Chelsea, I mean, it's disrespectful. Disrespectful. It is disrespectful. But yeah, it is a shame that didn't work because I thought, for me, he's a good player. He'll probably go to Chelsea next year and probably do bits. And it'd be interesting if Chelsea take him back. How weird would that be? So he's gone to Arsenal. Villarreal have been in behind. They've got him behind Wan-Bissaka. Drills it across. Oh, it ricochets into the 6-yard box. Bruno Fernandes trying to scrub it. Oh, they've managed to get away from it. Couldn't get my words out there. Wowzers. Absolute scrambling. They are scrambling. Man United was scrambling in the 6-yard box. They can't get the ball out. They gave the ball away again. Capue's on the edge of the box. Puts it in behind Wan-Bissaka, but he heads it clear this time. Better defending from Wan-Bissaka. And Bruno Fernandes into McTominay. McTominay gives the ball away, but to Pogba. Pogba to Wan-Bissaka, puts it out wide to Greenwood. He will come inside, looks for an absolute zing. And I can see what he's gone for, but he's got it wrong. He's gone for Rashford, but he's got it all wrong. He's got it all wrong. But yeah, I can see, like I say with Willian, but the disrespect say he's going back. Man United have to go for it. They've got to. They've got no choice. They've got to. They've got to press high. They've got to take risks. Because you can't be waiting for something to happen. We was always told, like, what are you waiting for? What are you waiting to happen? You got to go make it happen. I can't really swear on here, but do you know what I mean? You got to go make it happen. Cavani hustling away, manages to win the ball into Bruno Fernandes, but it's inches away again. Bruno Fernandes can just not get into this game. Cannot get into this game. Villarreal try to ding Lindelof. Game's really spiced up at the minute. Got popping around like hot potato. No one really wants it. For Greenwood back to Wan-Bissaka. Nathan says, FG, if you're a United fan, where would you be in terms of Ollie if you lost this game? You know what? I can see the United fans, why they're mad. This is Man United. Probably the greatest team in Premier League history with regards to how consistent they were under Sir Alex, right? Man City are probably going to take over that if Pep stays there a couple more years because they are the best team I've ever seen in the Premier League. But so Man United are seriously pissed that Man City have taken over. Man City are the best team in Manchester, let's be honest. Man City, and people say, oh, they're not a bigger club. Well, I'll be interested to see how many shirts Man City sell and how many shirts Man United sell and all this stuff. History-wise, no, they're not bigger. They came from League. I played Man City in the old League One. Wan-Bissaka whips the ball in. Oh, great defending again from Villarreal. Cavani trying. He's another one. He's not had a sniff. You know what? United have not had any chances, really, basically. They've not had hardly any chances. New subscriber popped in. Ken Nandika, really do appreciate it. Villarreal, also free kick. Cavani's give a free kick. Yeah, subscribe to the channel. Appreciate that. Anyone new subscribers, appreciate people popping in. But I think for me, Nath, just to get to that, I think if we lost this, if I was a United fan and we lost this, I would be disappointed because it's the best game, probably easiest game you're going to get to win a European title. So yeah, I would not be happy. Good evening. Where is it? Hey, Jay, what's happening? Really do appreciate it. Good evening, FG. Just tuned in. What did you predict for this final? You know what? I predicted like a 3 or 4-0. I'm not going to lie. I could not see Villarreal doing nothing. But I underestimated them, and I should have been better because I watched them against, obviously, Arsenal and the way they got to this final. And they're just well drilled. You know, I've been a bit disrespectful, but I just thought Bruno Fernandes, Pogba, Cavani, Rashford, these are big players, so everyone says. Obviously, Cavani, we know about him, but Bruno Fernandes, Bruno Fernandes hardly been in the game. That is mainly because Villarreal have really made it hard for him to get on the ball. That's why. Looks like it's going to be a free kick. Bruno Fernandes trying to take a quick throw in, and his players on the floor. What's wrong with this brother? Wilson, comments were totally disrespectful to Arsenal. No wonder he has been awful this season. Yeah, he just doesn't like it. Willian does not like being at Arsenal, which is fair enough. It happens all the time. People go to clubs and it's not happy. Just remember Mourinho beat a good Ajax team and United fans were pleased. This final right now is embarrassing for them. Yeah, exactly. That Ajax team that Mourinho beat was a good Ajax team. Good Ajax team, yeah? This team are a good average man working like team. Nothing else. Nothing else. No free kick specialist, no potential penalty. VAR check, potential penalty. Looks like it's done. Check's over, no pen. Bruno Fernandes has got a little bit of space in behind. Goes to clip it, but he overcooks it and it's gone out for a goal kick. Completely overcooks that one. Completely overcooks it. Nave saying, Willian has his restaurant business in London and his move to Arsenal was just so he could remain comfortable, in my opinion. He didn't look hungry on the pitch. Oh, no, he did look like he was chilling. I'm not going to lie. He did look like he was chilling. And like you say, he's got a restaurant business, his family, he's got a couple of other businesses, I believe, in London. You know, so he came, give him decent money. Who's that? Capue's he's going to get booked. Capue's just brought down Bruno Fernandes from behind. He's going to get a yellow card. Doesn't really need to do it, but Bruno Fernandes has tried to get in the game a little bit more, cause problems. 53 minutes gone, so only 8 minutes gone in the second half. And Man United really need to start carving out some chances because they are not creating anything. And people talk about Bruno Fernandes and people like this. I was talking to, well, I wouldn't say I was talking to them. I watched someone's YouTube the other day and they were trying to say that Bruno Fernandes is above Kevin De Bruyne. And I just thought, Man United with a free kick. Pogba back stick into McTominay. Oh, McTominay goes to chest it, but he wants to half volley. It's a little bit scrambling in around the box. Corner, it looks like it's going to get a corner in the end. McTominay's trying to scramble around. And this YouTuber has got 400,000 subscribers. And he talks absolute nonsense. And when he said that, I just had to turn it off. He doesn't understand football at all, but he's got bare subscribers. It's a madness. Anyway, Man United, corner, Luke Shaw, outswing, out to Rashford, out of the box, catches it perfectly. Could have gone anywhere. And there you go, 1-1. 1-1. And who else? Who else has scored? I've told you, this man was probably one of the best free transfers I have ever seen in world football. They needed it. They needed something, and that is the goal for me that changes this game. This goal changes this game. Man United needed to score and do something. Don't think there's going to be any VAR checks or anything like that. Edison Cavani, bang, 1-1. He's ended up being one of their most important players. So the ball's cleared. It comes to Rashford. He catches it perfectly. Ricochets. Oof. When Rashford has a shot, is Edison Cavani offside? Ollie don't know. When Rashford has a shot, is Edison Cavani offside? Because even though there's a ricochet, initially, if Edison Cavani is in an offside position when it leaves Rashford's foot, then he's offside. Or McTominay, because it's ricocheted off a Villarreal player, hit McTominay, dropped to Cavani. This one's going to be very tight. This one is going to be very tight. Goal watch. Williams comment disrespectful. We've already seen that one. Wilson. Just remember Marino beat Ajax. Yep. And yeah, restaurant in London. Goal check. It's a goal check. I've not seen the replay. Excuse me. Has anyone seen the replay? Because if he's offside when Rashford licks that shot at the edge of the box, it's just annoying my hood. It's a goal. It's a goal. Check over, goal, 1-1. Man United are now level. It's that man again. It's that man again, Edison Cavani. He's ended up being, Bruno Fernandes has been obviously the most influential. He may get a little bit of the ball now. He's got the ball now. But they needed to score, and it was a great time to score. Greenwood cuts back onto his left, read it like a book. Fernandes into Wan-Bissaka. He will get it. He's just got to lift it. He lifts it, back stick. Luke Shaw heads it down. McTominay goes for his left, misses it. Bruno Fernandes absolutely shanks it. Shanks it wide. But all of a sudden, Man United have stepped up now. Stepped up now. Goal stands. Yep, goal stands. Interesting to see what Villarreal do now. Do Villarreal continue to their game plan where they, they defend really well and they try and nick a set piece and try and get on the break? Or do they go for it? I can't see them going for it, to be honest. I can just see Villarreal still doing their game plan, still setting up shop. Cavani's got 6 goals in 5 games in this. I think just popped up. Oh, 2 centre-halves going for it. Love to see that from United. Rashford's gave the ball away a bit sloppy, but it's broken down again. McTominay's got the ball, driving out with the ball, but gives it away. Gives it away. Capoue, great feet, just skips past 2 Man United players. And he's carried his run on. He's against McTominay. McTominay gives a crazy free kick away. No? Oh, wow. I thought McTominay gave a free kick away. It looks like Capoue megged him and he just went flying in and smashed him. Will Villarreal now get back on song and try and obviously get that goal? Because now they've got possession of the ball. It's funny how the football dynamics work. You take the lead, all of a sudden the opposition has more of the ball for 10, 15 minutes. You would think that you would have more of the ball. It's amazing how the game of football works. And no one can understand it. No one can understand why it works that way. Villarreal are in behind. Eric Bailly just uses his strength. Great defending. Great defending. Now, if United fans are clutching at straws, FG, in my opinion, Bruno has made an impact for United. I won't deny that. But KDB is world-class and levels head. The world-class players do it year in, year out. KDB, yeah, listen, KDB is miles ahead of Kevin De Bruyne and most people in the world football. Yes, he only played 70% of the season. I understand. Yes, I understand his injuries. And yes, I understand he didn't score as many goals. But he's still been better when he's played, driving that Man City team, than Bruno Fernandes has been all season for Man United. He's still been better, even though he's played less games. So, absolute nonsense. Absolute nonsense. A lot of these people on YouTube talk absolute nonsense. And for me, it's because they don't understand the game of football. Villarreal now. United are going to have to keep pressing high. You can't allow Villarreal to get a foothold of the game now and control the game at the pace, because that's what they did against Arsenal. Arsenal allowed Villarreal to control the pace of the game. They're slowing it down. They're slowing it down now. Man United can't afford. Man United need to get hold of the ball and try and up the tempo of this game, because Villarreal will slow it down and they will take your momentum out of you. I don't know if they deliberately do it or that's part of their game plan. I don't know, or it's just the way they play, because they really have a good way of slowing the play down. And I don't know, kind of taking the zip out of an opposition when the opposition's, the tails are up. If Bruno has more impact than KDB, then Pepe has more impact than Perez, since his goals and assists have been better. Exactly, it's nonsense. Greenwood's on the attack, been outnumbered. He's got two up against him. He's going to have to come back. Comes back to Wan-Bissaka. Wan-Bissaka might as well just keep the ball. So now United need to choose the tempo of the game. Out wide to Shaw. Shaw blocked. Looks like it's going to go out. Yeah, goes out for a throw-in. No? Oh, initially offside. The offside was before. Rashford's got given offside. Well, he is offside because the ball's out of play. I thought the ball was out of play. No? I thought the ball was out of play for a throw-in. Emery's just cool as a cucumber. Honestly, he's just cool as a vampire, as cool as a cucumber on the sidelines. Doesn't look stressed at all. Ollie looks bare stressed. Capoue with the ball now. Villarreal moving it around the corner. First time I've seen him move around the corner. Wan-Bissaka, man. He loves the tackle. Great tackle. He can tackle, boy. Like I said, I don't see no one get past Wan-Bissaka. Bosh. Proper tackle, that. That's a throw into United, though, surely. It's a throw. Oh, I can't see how that's not a throw into United. Anyway, Villarreal get the throw-in. Final third of United. But McTominay gets the ball and gets a free kick. McTominay gets a lot of stick from Man United, but he breaks play down. Ollie, supports him, and is second in the Premier League and in the European final. So he can't be doing that bad. Do you know what I mean? He can't be doing that bad at all. Oh, Capue's just gone to shank. He's gone to volley it out wide. He's got it all wrong. Man United pick up the ball now with Shaw. Shaw's looking for something, but there's nothing happening. You can just see Villarreal solid two banks. It's going to be very hard to break them down. The linesman looks horrible. Rashford gets the ball down the side. Was going to pop it into Shaw, but decides to go, just run. Free kick. But he's done well. The kid's done well because Rashford was going to run at him. Kid's done well. Villarreal got to switch it, but they got a little bit of pressure. Bruno Fernandes picks up the ball. Nay, Fran, I'm talking about since he signed for United. I'm wrong in saying that. I don't think so, but they're shouting for an handball, but KDB, superior player, not even close. Yeah, superior. Absolutely superior. It's literally game on now. Sure is Wilson. Come on, Villarreal. And B, man, he just wants to give people bare stick tomorrow, all his Man United friends. They're on top. They were, to be fair, I would say they were probably the better team first off. They just couldn't crave any chances. Wan-Bissaka's got an opportunity now. He's just got to lift it. His distribution, as we know, is bang average. But that's only because we compare him to Trent Alexander-Arnold, I think, from a right back. But as for right backs and left backs distribution is normally bang average. It's just that you've got certain players now who are like wingers. Man United slowing the game down, really slowing it game down at the moment. Pogba, who again, for me, he's not the player that everyone thinks he is. I think people have started to click on now that Pogba is not the player that everyone thought he was 2-3 seasons ago. Fernandes picks up the ball again. He'll look for something. Whoa. Greenwood's now come across. Shaw whips it across into Greenwood. Great first touch. Great defending again. Great defending. Can use both feet. Pogba is going to get sounded at. Does well. McTominay smashes it. Blocks on the edge of the box. Back out to Lindelof. Lindelof to Eric Bailly. Eric Bailly goes for the switch. Overcooks it. It's poor from him. Poor, 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 poor. The Yellow Submarines versus the Red Devils. Yellow Submarines. Wilson, I'll be absolutely fuming if Villarreal win the Europa League and Chelsea win the Champions League. Yeah. Yeah. I want Man City. I'm not going to lie. I want Man City. I love Man City. They're my second team just because of the way that they play and the way Pep is. I've always liked Pep. Why is it with these comment things don't load? That's my nutting. That's my nutting, mate. Shaw into Eric Bailly, who they, to be fair, Man United at the back have not really had much to do. Let's be honest. They've had to defend a couple of set pieces. They've not really had much to do. That's a free kick, surely, on the edge of the box. Now we've got an opportunity. Capoue brings down Bruno Fernandes just outside the box. Probably 5-10 yards outside the box. Bruno Fernandes gets it, goes to turn. Capoue's on the wrong side. Does he actually touch him? I'm not sure he even actually touches him. To be honest. I'm not sure he even touches him. New comments not loading, people, again. Sorry. Don't know why it does this. Curtis says it does it quite a lot on his as well. Let's do it that way. No, still nothing. Bruno Fernandes whips a ball in. No, still not working. Wan-Bissaka with the ball now. Bruno Fernandes got opportunity, but he's just lifted it in. No real purpose with that ball in. But United are on top now. Greenwood's come central, popping up in little holes. Shaw's going to go out to Bruno Fernandes. Bruno Fernandes. Never really seen him use his left or right. Goes for right. And then he goes for that one. But everyone's running out. So it overcooks it and goes straight into the goalkeeper's hands. It's going to be a close one. It's going to be a close one. Still tight to call it. Man United should win this game. They've been the better team now, especially the second half. They've had more opportunities in the final third. And Villarreal not really. I said dive. This is a dive from Villarreal. He's just dived on the off line. Lindelof is doing this. He's saying, what? He's asking the linesman, like, what is going on? Like, is that a touch, Gerrard? And he's just dived on the floor. Lindelof's like, what? He just dived. I don't understand how refs don't see how players con the referees. This ain't loaded. I'm going to load it again. It does my head in. I'm back. For some reason, the comments stick. I don't understand why. I've tried to look it up online, why my comments stick. I do not know why the comments stick. So, Jay, how far do you think England can go in the Euros? Bruno Fernandes, oh my God. No, you would not believe what Marcus Rashford has just done. Bruno Fernandes is offside. He whips it into Rashford. Rashford's in the middle of the goal, tapping. He gets it all wrong. It hits his studs and goes wide. Wow. That could come back to haunt them because I've never seen Marcus Rashford miss chances like that. Never. Villarreal have got a little 1-2 around the corner. If they go and score here now, can you imagine? Coquelin on the ball now. He ain't going to shoot. We know that. I'll get back to this question in a minute, Jay. Is that a corner? Has he dragged it or is it a corner? But Marcus Rashford missed an absolute beyond belief sitter. How far do I think England can go? I'm not sure. I'm really not sure. I think England will get to the quarterfinals. I just don't think they're good enough. They did quite well in the last tournament, but it was so easy for them to get to the semi-finals because the run was easy. All the best teams got knocked out. But teams have changed now. International football has changed. You know, Spain are not nowhere near as dominant. Germany, we know, they've had to have a complete rebuild. Portugal, probably your strongest team. But then there's some other teams who you've got to be aware of. And obviously you've got France. So, yeah, I'm not sure. See how Marcus Rashford responds. He's put it into Luke Shaw. Luke Shaw does well. Kapui on his backside. And Luke Shaw goes to shoot, gets it all wrong, drills it to Edison Cavani. Cavani just reacts and heads it, and he gets cleared off the line. Greenwood, step over, can use both feet. Love this kid. Unlucky for him. Unlucky. It's going to be a goal kick. It's going to be a goal kick. So I'd probably say quarterfinals, Jay. But Tommy is average to me, FG. Don't see the hype around him. You know what? I don't hype him, and he is average, but he's very good at being average, if you understand what I mean. He does the job of football very well, like a Gareth Barry. Gareth Barry's will go down in Premier League history because he's got more appearances than any other player in Premier League history. That type of player, do you know what I mean? No, sorry, Rashford is shit. Nah, he's not shit. Just because you missed one goal, you're not shit. You're not shit. The R9s miss chances like that. Kevin De Bruyne, Aguero, it don't mean they're shit. It happens to everyone. Bruno Fernandes got the ball now. Greenwood, Bruno Fernandes started to get in the game a lot, but now Greenwood into Pogba. Now, Pogba is what I won't say he's shit, but Pogba is overrated. Big time. Wan-Bissaka into Bruno Fernandes, 1-2. Wan-Bissaka clips it round. The centre-halves get half a yard. Greenwood, great first touch. He's got 4 players around him, drills it across. Goalkeeper keeps it in. Your favourites for the Euros? I'll probably say France. France always seem to be solid. France. Saturday. By the way, Saturday we're going to do the obviously Champions League final watch along. That'd be great. I know Curtis is doing one. We actually spoke this week about trying to do a double watch along and try and stream it on both channels, but I'm not sure how we do that. But we are going to get something. What day is tomorrow? It's Thursday tomorrow. We'll try and get something done tomorrow. Me and Kurt of insight of other stuff. But try and check out the video tomorrow. The daily vibe. I'm just going to try and do daily videos, not every day, but try and do daily videos in regards to just on a subject. It could be news, about Conte, Pochettino, maybe going back to Spurs. All these rumors. Probably touch on that tomorrow, and then some other bits and bobs during the week, etc. So just make sure your notifications are on. That'll be great. If you're watching this stream after or during now and you've not subscribed, make sure you hit that subscribe button, and we'll keep growing as a community. Everyone, keep growing as a community. Jay, Pogba is saving his energy for the Euros now. Yeah, he's better for France, isn't he? He's better because he's got better players around him. That's for sure. Have your blue lights ready for the watch along? Yeah, I'm going to make sure I change this one to the blue one. Nice blue for the watch along. This is too close to call, And I'm not saying that because Villarreal have been great, but they might get an opportunity. But Man United should be 2-1 up. That miss from Rashford is, Villarreal are now in behind, but Wan-Bissaka again. You ain't getting past this guy. You're not getting past this guy. Wan-Bissaka is 3 yards behind the defender. He's just put the turbos on and just got back and just blocked the cross. He's got that much pace on him. He didn't even have to slide. And the other kid had to slide crossing. Proper defender. Proper defender. Corner, 15 minutes left. Obviously, we'll go to extra time, etc. Pogba clears his header, comes out to the edge of the box. Deflection out for a corner. United fans are going to be clutching here because one mistake and that is it. One mistake and that is it. Unai Emery is making a change. He's making a change. He's making two. He's going to go for it. He's going to go for it. He's making two substitutions. I don't know if it's... I don't know who's coming off. We'll soon let you know. You'll probably see it on your screen anyway if you're watching the game. Yeremy is going to take this short. And they've got quite a bit of height. They've got Kapue, who's not bad in the air. They're going to probably lift it into the box. Now, they've not. They've decided to come even deeper. Put themselves under a little bit of pressure. They've gone deeper into Bruno Fernandes. Bruno Fernandes uses his body. And what a waste from Villarreal. What a waste that is, honestly. So I don't even know how you pronounce this guy's name, but I'm going to go Paco Alsassa. Paco Alsassa, that's his name. He's coming on for Yeremy. Yeremy's done okay. He's run up and down. He's not done much at all. So Alsassa, who came on, we've seen him against Arsenal. He's now on. And they're going to make another substitution as well. Who's the second substitution? Gomez is coming on. So they've made two substitutions. He's going to go for it. We need that real deep UEFA Champions League blue. No, I've not got the deep blue, I don't think. Ramasaki is great defender, but below average going forward. Yeah. That's why he's not in the England squad. If he was good going forward, if he was as good as Trent going forward, he would be the best right back in world football. No doubt. By a mile. Nathan's put England's run to the semi-final was overrated in mind. Their group was, it was a very easy run. And when they came up against real quality tournament in Croatia, they folded. Typically, the first time they played a decent team, they got thumped up. Belgium and Croatia. So Ryan is telling me Alsassa is pronounced Alcace. Right, Alcace, not Alsassa. Alcace. Okay. We go. So you know, man, this Football Manager and all these FIFA games, you know about the names, all these names. You have to school me on the pronunciations. So, 78 minutes on the clock. 1-1. United are probably deserved to be ahead, definitely on the second half. McTominay breaking forward to Greenwood. Greenwood's not had an opportunity yet. If he does have an opportunity, he'll probably score. Shifts it to his left, tries to lift it, does not get enough on it. Great positioning. Wan-Bissaka doing bits. He must have listened to his doing bits. McTominay driving forward, keeps driving. He's going to lift it, drifts it in. Cavani tries to get it behind, but it's great defending again from Villarreal. One thing they can do is defend. They can defend Villarreal. Cavani's tried to go for the little Benzema, but it was the captain. Shaw now with a corner. It's going to be an in-swinger, as always, from the left. From the right, should I say. He's gone short. Greenwood will swing in now. Different angle. Ekbai gets off a yard. Pogba to Rashford. Rashford back to Pogba. Good defending again. But Pogba manages to get it. Desperate defending. Luke Shaw into Rashford. Rashford for Shaw. Shaw's got to get it out his feet and whip it in for Cavani. Great ball. Ooh, it's just about this. Just over Cavani's head. You're talking about 12 inches. Just over Cavani's head. Because if that's any lower, that's a goal. If that's any lower, that is a goal. Oof. I tell you what. Villarreal are desperately unlucky there. Eric Bailly's tried to dive in. He's got it all wrong. All wrong. And Villarreal would have been in 2-on-1. He's got it all wrong. He's got to let off there. Refs let him off. Rashford can't get that miss out of his head. He's giving the ball away. His head's down. Cavani's got the ball. Just go outside to Rashford. Rashford, do a bit. Come on, do something. You've got that technique. Drags it wide. He's not having the best night. We know he's got that crazy technique where he can, manipulate the ball, but it's not happening tonight. Do you rate Villarreal's Pau Torres? I think, don't get me wrong, I think he's okay, but I wouldn't say he's, I wouldn't sign him. Let's put it that way. I wouldn't go out and go, right, I'm going to sign him. Just going over Cavani's goal. It's a proper centre-forward's goal. No wonder he scores so many goals. No wonder. Sharp as a fox in the box. Pogba wins the header in the middle of the park. McTominay gets a lucky ricochet to Shaw. Shaw's going to just feed down the line. Ooh, Rashford nearly gets away from the centre half, but the captain is solid for Villarreal. Solid. Bruno Fernandes is up against the captain now. He don't give you half a yard of space, that captain. Albiol, I think his name is. Pogba out wide, sloppy play into Villarreal. Villarreal centre forward. He's got an arm in the face. The ref's going to give this. It's accidental, but he's going to give him a yellow. Eric Bayer's got a yellow for give him a little bit of a nudge in the face. And you know when you can't touch people in the face no more. You can't. You can't touch people in the face. Gave him a slight elbow just to brush him off. Like, move. Can't do that in modern football. People are going down like, oh, my neck, my head, broke my nose. You know what it's like? They just fall on the floor. Bonkers. But it's modern day football. You can't do that. It's very hard to not have contact when it comes to football. And that's the problem. You're never going to be able to have non-contact because you bump into each other. You collide with each other. You palm each other off. Sometimes people get a palm in the face. I think I've seen Aspilicueta's one the other day. He's literally just touched a Villa player. Touched him. I don't know if it was Jack Grealish because he loves to dive. Touched him like that. And he's holding his head in that. Villarreal with a deep free kick into De Gea's hands. De Gea's looking for something. He's looking for something. Manages to get out to Bruno Fernandes. Bruno Fernandes. Again, looking for something. Wan-Bissaka, 1-2s. Into Pogba's got oceans. Pogba has got oceans to do something. Out to Luke Shaw. Luke Shaw's just got to keep feeding Rashford because he has that quality where he will twist someone up in behind. There's a little bit of quality behind Shaw. It's a free kick, I think, to Shaw because as he's drilled it across, he's been caught. And then he's drilled it across. Greenwood's come flying in. But it's great defending in the end. But Shaw's struggling. Shaw's struggling with something. So as he's gone to cross it, he's just smashed him. And he's gone right down his ankle. Right down the inside of his ankle. That's a painful one. That could be a painful one. And it is a free kick. Hopefully Shaw's all right. Surely he's got to get a booking. Yeah, I was going to say, ref, surely you've got to get a booking. If you're giving Eric Bayer a booking for a brush off, surely you've got to give him a booking for being late and going right down the side of his Achilles, his ankle. Surely. So Foyth, however you want to pronounce his name, is in the book. Bruno Fernandes having a little word with Shaw. Little cheeky one like what we're going to go for. It's going to be very hard to cause a problem from here. It's literally in line with the 6-yard box. You're going to have to start deep, try and run across your man. Because everyone's already stationed and in position. So it's not like you can slice someone open. Interesting what they're going to go for. For me, I would go for in-swinger, Bruno Fernandes in-swinger. It's even one of those, if you go for the back stick, it's a problem. So everyone's just got to bomb across like the red arrows across the 6-yard box. So it looks where they're going to stand up. Everyone's on the diagonal. Pogba runs first, clips it in. There's not enough pace on it. McTominay scrambling around, and Rashford again. His technique and his end product has been shocking tonight. Shocking. Funny goodness, thinking, boy, that's been shocking tonight. He's not going to lie, it's been shocking. So, 1-1. 1-1. Rooney there, with his little boy, managed to get over. Just saved Derby somehow in the Championship. Not the best first season in management for Rooney, I can tell you that. Surviving the Championship, Wan-Bissaka gets his clearance all wrong, but he don't ramp. He's gone straight into him, wins it back, absolute beasting. McTominay skips away from 3 Villarreal players, sets Rashford off. Sure, he's going to do the overlap. He's got tackled again. Francis Coquelin, I forgot he was even on the pitch. I forgot that he was even on the pitch. Just checking my phone, people. Bear with me. Five minutes left. Looks like we're going to be here all night, people. Looks like we are going to be here all night. Could be a late one. Another 2 subs. Another 2 subs from Villarreal. They're going for the win. They're going for the win. Ex-Liverpool, I think. Alberto is coming on for Villarreal. Alberto Moreno is coming on. We'll know about he was at Liverpool. I remember he scored a worldie at Liverpool a couple of times. Absolute hammer. And he's done well, to be fair. He's come on, and Gaspar is coming on. He's done well, to be fair. He really has done well. He got smashed up the first 10 minutes. Looks like he broke his nose in the end. He managed to get through it. Absolute solid. He's all bodged up. Man United could win this in the final, 4 or 5 minutes, half chance. Rashford should have won it with a very easy chance. Rashford should have won the game. McTominay on the ball. He's got to have something. Pogba's not really, but Pogba does okay in the middle, but I wouldn't say he's amazing in the middle. Looks like we're going to extra time, people. Looks like we're going to extra time. I may have to go and get myself a drink at full time. So if I'm missing, I'm coming back. Okay? I just got to let the wife know that I'll be doing extra time. Could you be thinking, where am I? Where's my husband? He's always upstairs in the office. Great first touch from Rashford. He's got to do something here because he's missed that great opportunity. Back to Shaw. Shaw clips it in. Not enough pace on it. Pogba comes in, but gets it wrong. It's a chance for him. It's a chance for him. Big chance for him, that was. Yeah, I hope one team can score before full time. This game is far from great. Yeah, you don't want to watch it. For my sake, Villarreal need to make my prophecy come true. Yeah. I can't see him. Attempts, Villarreal 7, Man United 13. Wow. You know what? I'm not even going to go into that. Eric Baer is just jumped and got a free kick. FG. A wise man once said, football is forever, marriage is not. Listen, you got to mix both. Hey, if you mix both, it's the way you want to live. Rashford, will he get it? He's managed to. Has he kept that in? Very close, Rashford. Great skill, but yeah. He's tried. He's tried, to be fair to him tonight, Rashford. He has tried, but end product has been poor. So we've got 3 minutes on top of the 90. So we're going to go to extra time. Bruno, for any time there's a bit of contact. This is what I don't understand. Anytime there's a bit of contact, that's it. It's a free kick. Mad. Absolute madness. Gives them an opportunity now to pump it in the box. I think there's a genuine, both have just jumped up for the ball. Both players have just jumped up for the ball. Villareal got opportunity. He's got opportunity. Oh, he's got opportunity. He's gone to wrap it with his left foot around and he's got it wrong. It's a defender, to be fair. It's a defender. To be fair, Bruno's done a flying forearm, which is just, listen, I've seen it on the back view, so maybe from the front view you can see something better. Final minute of the 90. Final minute of the 90. Greenwood. Oh, that was normal challenge, mate. Yeah. Looks like we're going for extra time, people. Like I said, I'm just going to go downstairs and get myself a drink. So if you are staying or you've got to get yourself into bed, really do appreciate you popping in. 1-1. 1-1. Right, we're back in 2 minutes. Just let me get a drink. Back, peeps. I'm back. We need more water. So what are your thoughts on the game? Really, what are your thoughts on the game? Obviously, NB wants Emery back involved. I don't know if you can hear that creak on the chair. I need to sort that out. Do you think Man United should have won? They had the opportunity. What do you think? I mean, for me, Man United should have won. They had an opportunity at the end. Wasn't a great game, not a great final. I was expecting more from Man United. I've got to be honest. thought they were thought they were poor. I thought they were poor. They're talking about going through the game and what could have this, could have that. They were the better team, don't get me wrong, but Villarreal have done a job. They kept Bruno Fernandes quiet for most of the time. Pogba didn't really get in the game. Greenwood couldn't really get into his usual stride. Cavani got the goal, but they're just going over the goal now. Luke Shaw's very lazy. He gets Gerard Moreno. He gets finish, and then the goal comes from a little ricochet, which initially could have been offside, but Cavani does ever so well to get back onside. Straight away, he just decides, got to get back onside, got to get back onside. Looks like we're back on the way straight away, so we've got extra time. Another 30 minutes, people. Another 30 minutes. If you're still wide awake, I think we was all ready for bed, weren't we? But hey, it's got to be done. It's got to be done, isn't it? It's got to be done. I can't see no one really scoring in extra time. Both teams look dead in front of goal. Another half an hour, eh? Next, put these footballers to their yeah. It's part of the game now. It used to be part of the game to be tough. It's now part of the game to be soft. Let's see. Let's see. Here we go. Underway then. Let's see how we go. Someone's got to come out. Normally we have a spell in extra time where someone goes for it. Let's hope that happens because it's not been the best games, has it? Let's be honest. Rashford needs to make up that. Shaw tries a deep cross, but it's too deep. Goalkeeper cleans it up. Cherries thinking the goalkeeper's hardly had to make a save. That's been one of those games. We've hardly spoke about the goalkeepers. Keeper gets it wrong. Wan-Bissaka gets it wrong. It's a bad first touch, but managed to clean it up again. The quality is going to go right downhill in extra time. Always does because people get tired. United moving the ball around as expected, like they have done for most of the game quite well. But McTominay gives the ball away, goes flying in, manages to get it. Pogba got a ricochet. Oh, overcooks it, puts Rashford a little bit wide, managed to get on. He's got 2-on-1. He's just got to put it back. Bruno Fernandes chops, drives. Moreno, he's got the quality, rips it around, overcooks it. Oof. free kick. Cavani's nearly gave another free kick away. That's where they scored the goal from. Not much happening at the moment at all, people. Not much happening. I think most people have probably gone to bed now or got to play extra time because the game has been quite boring. The game has been quite boring, but everyone's intrigued who will win this. Villareal with a little bit of a play now. They've slipped off Eric Biders ever so well. Now, Bruno Fernandes, he's just got to look up. He's got to look up for some pace. He's not looked up. He's gave the ball away. If he has a quick look, which is unlike him, he can see that Rashford is sprinting forward and he gets in behind. That's an opportunity for me. And I'm surprised that not much happening at all, people. Got to be honest. Even Nathy B saying it's not been a great spectacle up to now, man, but I want Villarreal to win. Yeah, I know you do. You're just going to stay up because if they do win, then listen, if it goes to penalties, it's any man's game. As we know, it's anyone's idea, anyone's game. You look proper bored. Listen, I'm bored now. Extra time is hard bored. I'm also looking at something else on my phone as well. So it's hard to be enthusiastic when the game's this dead, isn't it? We'll get back into it. It's all about the vibe, all about the vibe. Let's not get bored. So Shaw's got the ball now into Rashford. Rashford into Eric Bailly. Eric Bailly is going to come out too. That's what keeps us talking. Keep talking, keep talking. Wan-Bissaka. Wan-Bissaka into... Let's get rid of that. Round the corner. There we go. We're back now. We've got the juicers. We've got the water back on. We're back now, Ryan. By Fernandes, who had an opportunity for me to... He had an opportunity for me to put Rashford in, and he chose not to. And I thought that was a great opportunity. Obviously, Alberto Moreno now with the ball to Capoue. Capoue is going to move the ball around. They're going to get out the other end, the other side. What they're going to do with it, though, that's the thing. They don't have a lot of pace going forward. Surprised how much lack of pace that they actually have, to be honest. Capoue loses out to Cavani. Capoue then gives it back to McTominay, who can stride forward. Not a free kick, no. I thought it was a free kick. Villarreal with the ball now. It's just there's nothing in the final thirds. Both teams are just taking the time. I mean, this kid's just rolling the ball with the soles of his foot. No urgency whatsoever. But they have been playing for 90 minutes. You got to give them the benefit of the doubt. Going to clip it back stick. Is it corner? Yeah, Shaw's going mad. He's saying stop the cross from coming in. No tempo. I can understand why there's no tempo, though, to be honest. Oh, free kick, no. In game space, he's now onto the back four. He puts it out wide. If he has a touch and drills it across, oh, he gets it all wrong. Absolute shank. That sums up this game a lot of the time, to be honest. Absolute shank. You're not trying to play out, but Villarreal are highly pressed, highly pressed. Ollie, yeah, that's a good point, you know. That is a very good point. Robbie Savage is asking why Ollie hasn't made any subs yet. It seems like he's forgot he's got subs. You know what? I've never even thought about that. He's got people. Maybe he doesn't trust the people on the bench. Maybe he just doesn't trust the people on the bench, which is strange, really, when you think about it. Strange. Villa has half opportunity, then it's gone into him. He's put his hand up because he's got it all wrong. Alsace, he's got it all wrong. Just as that, he brings Fred on. How are you going to bring Fred on when you're trying to win the game? Greenwood's coming off. Fred, I don't get that. Marino's always been dead baller. One of the first players Klopp got rid of when he took the... Yeah, he did all right for Liverpool. Just couldn't defend. Villareal have started to get in the game. For me, that's such a defensive substitution. I don't get that. Villareal is free kick. It's a free kick. They're going to get a free kick. Can't give free kicks away in and around the box. It's a free kick. Francis Coquelin gets a free kick. Rayan, Villareal are controlling again. Yes, they are. They're having a little spell. Free kick in, over hits it. The hair has to get a punch to it. He punches it, and it's a corner. Poor quality, to be fair. Poor set piece. You look out of it, FG. I'm trying to stay in this game. Trying to stay in this game, but it is terrible. I might be like the fans down on the screen are like this, especially when it's not your team. Like you got no enthusiasm. You do for the game, but then when it comes to the full 90 minutes, you're like, surely. And then extra time comes and you think, oh, dead. Corner. Ooh, could have fallen to the edge of the box. Fred, if he's not given a free kick, then there's an opportunity. Rashford's in. He's in. Oh, defender's done ever so well. Who is that? I think it was Capoue has done ever so well. Cavani's now on the ball. Just calm right down again. Right down again. Nothing's happening, Rayan. I can't believe he's made a sub and it's Fred. McTominay tries to run Capoue, and he'll just fall on the floor in a minute if he gives a free kick away. Yeah, give the free kick away. Gets a free kick. After Emery's got such a yeah, that's where it's got them where they are. They're solid. They stay in the holes. They know when to defend. They know what areas, position-wise. This is going to pens, mate. I'm telling you. This is going to pens. It's going to pens. I'm telling you, people. It's going to pens. Ain't nothing happening there in the final third. The game has been dead for a while, and extra time has kind of just added to our boredom on this game. I bet Curtis is saying the same thing. I bet Curtis has fell asleep. Emery wouldn't have made a quality defender out of Gabriel if the Villarreal back line is anything to go off this. Yeah? Yeah. Right. Just clutch. You recently hit. Yeah. Just got over the 300, man. It's a slow road, but appreciate that. Appreciate it. Just got over the 300 mark. So 500 to be fair, I'm giving away £200 or Pro Direct Soccer boots or whatever one wants. And then when we get to 1,000, that PS5 is going to someone. So or whatever, they can have the cash if they want it instead. But so we need to just keep going, keep boosting, keep making content. Rashford offside. Yeah, Rashford's offside. He's had a stinker tonight, to be fair. And Rashford's, we all know Rashford's a great player, but he's had a stinker tonight. He's had a stinker tonight. But appreciate the love, Ryan. And everyone who comes in the chat and supports the channel. It means a lot, you know. It's not easy. A lot of people just thought, oh, well, you're an ex-footballer. You know loads of footballers. You can just start a channel and everyone will sub. It don't work like that. YouTube's a different world to football world. You know, it's a lot younger. You've got to deliver great content. You've got to take your time. You've got to get in the YouTube algorithm. You know, I've got a good setup. Setup's nice. Camera, I've got a proper camera, the mics and all that. But still, you've got to continue with the product. I've seen some channels and they've got all the gear. They've got, 4, 5, 10,000 subscribers. But they don't know what they're talking about. They don't know what they're talking about. They're talking like some geezer sat in the pub like, oh, I remember when I could have made it, It's nonsense, chat. So, yeah, but appreciate the support. Run wasn't a bit overnight, to be fair, but I'm glad to have been here around 50. Yeah, you came early doors, mate. I love it. I love it. And like you say, there's other stuff that we can talk about. And that's half-time, extra time. Oof. This water's going to keep me up all night, boy. So, still 1-1. Nothing happening in the extra time. We've got another 15 minutes. Absolutely nothing happening. People will be dead out on the legs. The energy will have gone. I've got no idea where he's only brought one substitute on. That's what Man United fans will be saying. Why has he only brought one substitute on? Don't get it. Don't get it myself. Oh, so Alex there. Do not get it. To be fair, the Villarreal players look fitter than the Man United players. And all they need is half a chance, or you switch off. You just switch off once, like you did. Yeah, it's still 1-1, Nath. Still 1-1. Nothing really happened in the first half of the extra time. See if anything happens in this next 15 minutes. But your legs start to seize up. I mean, you could look at the togetherness of the Villarreal. The Man United players are just going out. The togetherness of the Villarreal players is like, we got to do this. Rio's talking about never wanting penalties, and Scholes is saying that if It fits Emery's game plan perfectly. Slow, methodical, controlling football. We said that you can't allow Villarreal to get a tempo in the game because they do slow the game down and they play it exactly how they want to play the game. And I think that's their game plan. I think that's how they've got so far in this competition, to be fair to them. And you've got to hold your hands up. You've got to say, well done. Got to say, well done. So we're underway, and now second half of extra time. Free kick to Villarreal. They're gonna put it in the box. They're all gonna take the time. Lindelof. It is a free kick. They're just gonna put it in the box. Into the box, Villarreal. Good header from the captain, puts it back across Cavani in a great play. He does so good at both jobs, but it's a free kick. He's given the free kick away. He was too physical winning the header. Again at Villarreal. They've done this all game, literally. Oh, that could have been a magnificent ball. Lindelof has just gone straight down the middle. He said, right, straight down the middle to Cavani. A little bit too much pace on it. And obviously the goalkeeper's got it. But the way Villarreal have set up, they did it against Arsenal. They did it in every round. They're so hard to break down. Again, they're not spectacular. They don't have a lot of pace, but they know how to keep their positions so well. And that's what calls it hard. They've gone to skipping behind now, but Lindelof has got the legs. De Gea clears it, throwing. Rayan, not a fan of this ref. He stops the game too often. Yeah, I mean, every time someone touches someone, Rayan, it's going down for a free kick. Every single time. It's like, really? Oof, that's late. It's late. It's late. It's late from Fred. It is late. I don't know what late's gone on about from Coughlin, but it's a late late tackle. Coughlin's got there first. He's got to go for it. Of course he's got to go for it. But he's late. Press like, no. Another opportunity from this game alone. You can tell Ollie didn't do much homework. He played into Emery's hands. Yeah, they've overcooked it into De Gea. Yeah. Or maybe you just thought, listen, we're not really going to worry about what Emery does and Villarreal. This is what we're just going to do, not knowing that Villarreal can nullify teams left, right, and centre. Do you know what I mean? That's what I think he's done. He would have done his own work. He would have got his staff. You know, how can we break him down? They would have seen him against Arsenal, looked at the Arsenal game. What did they do well against Arsenal? And at the end of the day, they would have said they're resilient. They're very hard to break down, but they don't have pace. But they do stay low. Oof, Rashford. The bounce just kills Rashford round his back, and everyone gets muddled up. Just not dropped for him tonight. You know, he's just looking at the heavens. It's just not dropped for him. It really hasn't. He's pulling up on something. Rashford is. I can't believe he's not made subs. He's not happy. He's hitting the ground. I hope for England's sake that's not a muscle injury. I'm trying to see if anything's happened. It doesn't look like there's any contact anywhere or anything like that. So if anything, it could be a muscle injury. which is not good for him at all. Looks like they're going to ring the... could be injured. One, he's left him on the pitch for too long. Why he's not made no substitutes, I can't get my head around that. Now he's going to go injured. Come on, people. We're going to get through this game. It's a slog, but we're going to get through this game. It's not been the best game at all. Quality has been rare. But we will get through this game. Think United should go more direct if they harbour any hope of getting in behind. But come on, Villarreal. I think Villarreal penalties. Who's got more bottle? Ollie shortening Rashford's career from overplaying him, rushing him back from injuries. You got to take him off during the extra time, but he's good at pens, isn't he? So that's probably why I want to keep him on. You got to think about that. He's got to make a substitution. Who's going to bring pens on now? But Rashford is still on. He's gone. Pogba should have released it, but he didn't. And then Rashford's making so many runs, but people don't release him. You don't release him. Frustrating at times. Villareal got opportunity on the edge of the box. Oof. McTominay has done ever so well to hardly touch him, because if he goes to tackle him, he goes down. It's a penalty. They're just moving the ball around at the back. It's going to be very hard for United to get anything out of this game, you know. Very hard for United to get anything out of this game. Villarreal now moving the ball again. Nearly get a free kick. They managed to get out of it. They're going to whip across in edge of the box. They got half a yard. Frank's just cockling. He's not going to shoot. So you're great that he's not going to come to him, because he's not going to shoot. Just plug this Mac in. There's a charger there. Just plug this Mac in. One. Where's the thing? There we are. Here we are. Stop now. What is going on here? We're in. We're back on. We're back on. We are back on. Sorry about that. Just went. Had to plug that in. Who's in? NB. FG, do you think Martial should move on from Man United as he's not been given a... Yeah, I think it's not worked out for him, has it? Potential penalty we're having a look at now while there's an injury. Yeah, I think, Nate, he's got to go. Obviously, when he first came, it was all the hype, and don't get me wrong, I think he's a great player, but he's just not fitting into the way United want to be, to be honest. McTominay is being talked about United's man of the match. He has worked harder than anyone else, and he has... I can't argue, to be honest. Potential on ball. Where? No, surely not. How's he going to get out of the way of that? How could he get out of the way of that? How could he get away out the way of that? Absolutely ridiculous. How you want him to get away with that? Get out of the way. Baffles me, sometimes with these referees and why has it got a check for that? Of course, it's not an handball. Man United, the ball ricocheted, hit Fred, but it weren't Tuan Zabi and James, I think, are coming on. So Eric Bayer, I don't know who else has come on for James. Why on earth would he bring these defenders on? I'm baffled. I'm thinking, I don't understand why he's done that. Why has he brought... Was there an injury? Can he take pens? So no Pogba. So who's going to take the pen? Who's going to take their pens? I've got no idea who's going to take their pens. Game's been poor. Game has been poor. NB saying Ollie is too pragmatic. Yeah, he's too safe. He's too... I don't think Man United come second any other season without the fans and all that. I think they've been very lucky this year. And I can't see them coming... Can you see Man United coming second next year? Nah. I can see Chelsea or Liverpool, depending on what business Liverpool do. I can see Chelsea coming second next year. He has less to lose going more offensive because even if he goes to pens, he'll have goal scorers on the pitch. Yeah, he's just happy to get to pens. He's like, you don't lose it in the 90 and you get to pens. That's what he's saying. Don't lose it in the 90 and get to pens. And we're not far away, people. Sure, nearly gives the ball away. What's the ref going to give? No, Fred gets the ball. Bruno Fernandes. They've done a job on him tonight. Right. NB saying, no, Liverpool and Chelsea will come back stronger and City will be strong again. Yeah. I think Man United will be lucky if they get fourth next year. I really do. What's happened there now? Who's down? Shaw's gone down for about the third time this year, but he's gone down, he's staying down, and he's got kneed in the head. Got knee in the head. Accidentally, that is, but still. Game is dragging. Juan Mata's coming on now. I swear they're just trying to make us stay up. The game is dragging. Quality has been bang average. Keeper now, keeper's ball. Honestly, what a bang average fight. A lot of people would have turned this game off now. A lot of people would have turned this game off and just thought, you know what? This game is dead out here. But we're sticking in there. We're sticking in there, Ryan. We're sticking in there, Wilson. What's Wilson saying? I believe that Chelsea and Liverpool will come back stronger next season. Man City will be favourites for the title, surely. Yeah, I fully agree. Fully agree. I think United will be lucky if they get fourth next year. We've been live for so long, even my chat stopped working. Yeah. I don't know, been like 2 hours, 40 minutes. This has been a very cagey game. Yeah, it had opportunities and potential to be good game. Had spells, but dead in the end. Dead in the end. Villarreal managed to sneak away. Blocks Fred. That's why he's on there, to just stop any type of threat. Any type of threat. I'm just here to support your channel, FG. I'm fighting to keep my eyes open, to be honest. Listen, I'm struggling to talk about it. Villarreal are hanging in there somehow. Yeah, I don't know how. I don't know how we are hanging in there somehow, mate. This game would be great for some. Yeah, listen, if you need to get to sleep, you share this video and say good sleep therapy about hour and 10 minutes in. FJ, will you be doing it in the Euro? Yeah, I'm going to do the Euro. So obviously when England play, and then obviously your France and your Spains and your Portugals, the decent teams. I'm going to do some watch-alongs and maybe like, videos on the results after, or potential the starting 11s before the game and that. So yeah, I'm going to be as busy as I can. Probably most days I'll get on here doing something. So yeah, plenty. 3 minutes, and we're 1.5 minutes in before penalties. Obviously, we might as well stay in for penalties, people. We've got to stay in for the penalties. We've got to stay in for the pens, people. Come on now. Throwing to United deep into it. I think both teams are going to quite happily now, obviously, go for the penalties and the lottery of the penalties. Villarreal are up in the tempo a little bit. I think they might as well go for it now. What is he? 2 minutes left. Alex Telles is coming on, and Juan Mata, both penalty takers. McTominay, who isn't a penalty taker, but has been Man United's best player, arguably, through work rate, endeavour, enthusiasm. Wan-Bissaka off, he can't take penalties, obviously, and McTominay. Telles is known as a pen taker, especially during his Porto days. Yeah, it must be. And Juan Mata, there's a couple of good penalty takers that they brought on there because they need to. That's it. The game's over. 30 seconds is going to be penalties. So got. It's all over. He's getting his substitutions down. Ollie is now, people. Ollie is, stay awake. You've got probably about 10, 15 minutes left. Stay awake, people. It's absolute snore fest. It has been for majority of the game. Let's be honest. Snore fest. Now it's just a lottery. 1-1 after extra time. Cavani, Man United were very, very comfortably winning the game. No, sorry. Villarreal, Man United were comfortably in control of the game. Villarreal only going to score from set pieces. That's exactly what happened. They got a set piece and Cavani levels, but after that, nothing really happened. It was dead after that. No one really created any chances. Poor from both teams. And I honestly thought Man United would win this game about 3 or 4-1, 3 or 4-0. Really did. We'll see how good the goalkeepers are now. And we know De Gea has quality. I'm not sure what this keeper is about when it comes to penalty taking. He's not the best commanding, but he is very agile. He's very nippy for a goalkeeper. So be interesting to see how this goes and who steps up to take it. You don't want to be scoring. You know what? You do want the opportunity, but you don't want the opportunity to be having to get a penalty in the final of any competition. Let's see. Who are we going for, people? Who are we going for? I think we've still got to go for United. New comments. Oh, why is it not loading? This drives me mad. Why are these new comments not loading? I don't know why it's not loading the comments. Maybe I'll reload them again on here now. Does my head in when that happens? Probably been on the stream for too long. That's why. 2 hours and 45 minutes people have been on here. Jeez. 2 hours and 45 minutes. Who are we going for, people? I'm going to go for... I don't know. Who do you go for? Who are you going for? De Gea with that trim. Where's De Gea going with that 80s trim? It's a mad trim. Villarreal to win on pens, Nath saying. Villarreal, it's a lottery, innit? It's a lottery. Rayan again is saying Villarreal to win 4-3. Right, well, I'm going to go against you two then. I'm going to go for United just to make it more exciting for us while we're here. We've stayed this long. The loyalty has been immense. We've stayed in here this long, so I'm going to go for United. Shoot me down if you want at the end of it. Who's going first? Two captains in the center. Who is going first, people? It's just a lottery. Penalties is just a lottery. Let's see. You know what? I'm telling you now, right? As a former player, that walk is the worst walk you're gonna have, unless you're going pen. Obviously, you know, if you're getting locked down, pen, that walk ain't nice either. But that walk there, nada. Apparently, De Gea hasn't saved a pen since 2016. Imagine. Man getting on the... Jeez, yo, this trim. That trim. What can I say about the trim, man? Nath, what can I say about the trim? The trim is dead out. Right, the goal scorer for them. How many times do you see in penalty shootouts the goal scorer in the game missing a penalty in the penalty shootout? What do you think? You think he's missing? 12 from 12 from the spot, Rayner saying. He's going to miss. He ain't missing, boss. He ain't missing. He ain't missing. 13 from 13. Cool as you like, people. Woof. Pressure's on. Imagine you missed the first pen for United. Who's taking the first pen? Juan Mata. To be fair, he's got techers. He's only been brought on to take a pen. Question is he warm enough? Is he warm enough? He's missing. He ain't missing. What a pen that is. What a pen. That is a pen. Brian saying scored 13 pens this season. Ruley weighs 13. Coincidence. Oof. He just was brought on for pens as well. Is he ready? Is he ready? Oh, just slots it in. Cool as you like. You see, the thing is, foreign players are different from England players. Come on, Unai Emery. Let's expose Ollie for the fraud he is. Oof. Who's next? Who is next? My United fans must be pulling their hair out here, you know. Alex Teller, the two subs who were brought on, first two. He comes up. Yeah, everyone's gone down that side. Yeah, he's buzzing. Get in there. Just come on for the pen. Man already plays this year and he's just got a pen. Everyone's gone down the same way. De Gea conceded the exact same penalty back to back. Yeah, this is what I mean. It's all about the mind thing. Someone's got to miss sooner. Someone's got to miss soon. You don't look confident. This guy don't look confident. I'm telling you, this guy don't look confident. Confident, he's put it in the bottom corner like it's nothing. Everyone's gone that side. No one's gone the other side yet. Everybody has gone the same side. Right in the corner. Look at that. Right. To be fair, it's not even right in the corner. De Gea looks like he was going to get a hand to it. He got a hand to it as well. Gone the right way. I'll be disappointed that he didn't score that. I mean, that he didn't save that. He'll be very disappointed that he didn't save that. Squeaky bum time now. Squeaky bum time now for these players. Weak hand. Yeah, weak from De Gea. Bruno Fernandes. He don't miss though. Is he going to do his imagine he does, yeah, he's going to do his jump. Look. Oof. Again, same side. Bottom corner. Oof. This Villareal missing now. Oh, keeper's got to save that. Keeper's got to save that. He's missing. There's your boy. He's missing. Oh, wow. These pens have been top draw so far. Pens have been top draw so far, right in the bottom corner. First penalty that's gone to De Gea's left, right in the bottom corner. Techers. Techers. Look at that, right in the corner. Rashford, who has had Amir. He's had Amir in front of goal. I hope it doesn't lead up to his confidence. Oh, another great pen. Oh, man, another great pen. Whew. Good finish. I don't know if the penalties are great or the goalkeepers are just dire. Here we go. Come on. Come on. Someone's got to score. Oh, mate, he's put it in the same corner again. The penalties are... Some good pens here, people. Some good pens here. Edison Cavani. Can you imagine Edison Cavani misses? I can't see it, but he ain't missing. Bosh. 5-5. Wow. I told you these people just want to drag us out till midnight, people. These people want to drag us out. Right. First to miss. First to miss. These are the people who don't want to take pens straight down the middle. Straight down the middle. It's the first penalty that's gone down the middle. Sudden death. Ryan says sudden death. I know. This is where the people who don't want to take penalties have to take penalties. Fred. Oof. Ugh. Fred stepped up. He's missing. Fred's missing, people. Fred's missing. Oh, great pen. Great pen. What a pen. He's put it right in the bottom corner. Someone's got to miss. Someone has got to miss. This is the one. Someone has got to miss. The captain. Centre off. He's just going to blast this, isn't he? Just going to blast it. Blast. Oh, what a penalty that is. Cool as you like. His celebration's got nuts. Come on. That's what he's saying. Madness. He's nervous. He's nervous. He's nervous. Ollie's nervous. Of course he's nervous. He's thinking, boy, I need to win this. You want goalkeeper pens. Imagine. Oh, the young lad's come on, isn't it? Who is it? He's scoring. Another great pen. The pens have been magnificent so far. The pens have been magnificent so far. Let's be honest. The pens have been magnificent. Oof, Francis Coughlin, he ain't taking pens, mate. Oh my God, he's put it in the top bin. He's put it in the top bin. What is going on with these pens? I'm telling you, mate, they're just going to drag it out for love nor money. He's put it in the top bin. Wow. Lefty, Luke Shaw. Got to score. He has to score. At least we got pens at the end. Oh, the goalkeeper. Oh, the goalkeeper. I told you his goalkeeper's terrible. The goalkeeper, it's just trickled over him. How lucky is this? Oh, the goalkeeper, what's he doing? He's saved it. He's basically saved the goal. And it's gone in. Poof. They're winning it now, mate. I'm telling you. Diabolical goalkeeping. You're right there. Diabolical. Oof. I'm telling you, they're winning it now. When you get that amount of luck, you're winning it. I don't care what anyone says. When you get that amount of luck, you are definitely winning it. Here we are. This is the winning pen, the winning save. This is the winning save, people. No, smashed it straight down the middle. We're getting closer to that one person who don't want to take a penalty. For me, it's the goalkeepers. They're not great pens. Some of them are great pens, but I tell you what, the goalkeepers are shocking. Look at the emotions. Go on. Go on. Who is next now? Tuanzebe. Tuanzebe puts it in the back of the net. Cool as you like. I'm telling you, people. I'm telling you now. This is gonna go on all night. Yo, you might as well stay up, people. What time is it? 10 to 11. Might as well stay up. We'll stay up all night. Alex Ferguson clapping away. What now? Back to round 10. Round 10 of penalties. De Gea, some mind games, bowling up late. De Gea, bowling up late. Mind games. He's going to miss. Oh, my God. He's put it in the top corner. Oh, these pens are awesome. These pens are magnificent. Let's not beat around the bush. These pens are magnificent. The crowd are in tears. See it there? These pens are magnificent. No one has missed a pen yet. We've had 19 pens. Been on here 3 hours and 3 minutes. Lindelof. Are you feeling Lindelof? Goalkeeper came close last time to save the penalty. Is he going to come close this time? No, Lindelof puts it in the top corner. Wow. Zuz. I don't know what to say. I can't even read your comments no more. We've been on here too long. I can't even read your comments. Again, he's nearly saved it. He's got closer and closer and closer. Goalkeepers, it's goalkeeper time. He zings it in the top corner. Oh my God, I've got to read. We're back. We're back. I couldn't see your comments. We are back. The goalkeeper, as De Gea, got to take one now as well. He zinged it in the top corner. De Gea. Imagine De Gea misses. Man United fans will be fuming. Oh. I know he's missed. He's missed. He's missed. is all over people. De Gea, the last person in the squad, doesn't save one, gets nowhere near one, and then misses the penalty shootout. I cannot believe it. Man United have lost Villarreal in the Europa Cup final. Oh, mate. Wowzers. Absolute wowzers. Man United have lost. Look at them. First time they've had fans in the stadium. People crying and things like that. Can't believe it. I can't believe it. Unai Emery has won the Europa League and we got rid of him. We got rid of him. People, listen, we got rid of him. And he's just won the Europa League. Wowzers. That's a big shock for me. That is a big, big shock for me. I've got to admit. Yeah, time. Go and get some good sleep. Good night. Good night, everyone. Really do appreciate it. Loved it. Thanks ever so much. I'm going to get myself off now. I've still got some more work to do as well. So you take care and we'll speak about it tomorrow. Good night.